top 5 countries. I'll go for Portugal, Argentina, then France, and about Africa, say Senegal, any England. I mean, I no team no dear, me team, but team I mean, some better me ya dear pan. No, I have 5 teams. I am a bomb. So I show my players. I know my performance. I was recently friendly. So I'm more boy in there. One I mean, say better me at least wonders. Our tournament.
Top 5 teams. The World Cup. Those who win the World Cup. You want the top 5 who win the World Cup. Okay, first I'll tip my own country, Ghana, Brazil, France, Argentina, then Portugal. This is the top 5. I believe in me that they can do well in this World Cup.
Okay, thank you. First of all, top 5 countries. I will choose Spain first. Second by France. England, Portugal, Argentina.
Why?
I want to say recently in Spain, we are champions of Europe, and I heard Spain guys now. Obia beje World Cup no. The last time I Spain winning World Cup, it was South Africa no. Now our Barcelona players, Marco almost about 9. Na 7 and they started our national team. Omunyina also started our Barcelona national team. It is almost national team now. Obia also boma wonim dia ode there. I remember another example. Germany. The last time a Germany winning World Cup. Na Germany, our Bayern Munich players almost best 8 or 9. Omunyina started our Bayern Munich. And he from our national team. Omunyina ko started our national team no. Ekobasa awunya players 10 about the same club. Ya omo ba our national team omo san be started. Omunya ba obia nim de ode ye dey. So what am I saying? Spain now recently we just Spain team ne kura omo dey ba now. They have young chaps. The likes of Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams and the rest. So and now we 9 players, 9 or 8 are free Barcelona there. But the same thing, and they call South Africa. It is Spain a favorite. England now me too soon for the third. England media hype. England media hype. I mean, set the example about the likes of Anthony Gordon, Marcus Rashford, and the rest. You know, media and I'm hype. Come Anthony Gordon and converted 70 million euros. A media hype. Maybe a Barcelona fan, but we are all praying. Say, everybody there, every famano. To me, no, that's my opinion. Spain is a favorite. Argentina. So Argentina. I'm not building a national team no Atletico Madrid. Tell me the can't catch it. Say, we get club be our better World Cup now. I'm best 7 or 6 players are starting with the same club. Okay, Atletico Madrid. Argentina building the national team with Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, our best 6 players are call them up for Argentina. Yeah, we now starting with Atletico Madrid team. We now also starting with Argentina national team. It is a surprise no mabo home for so many years. No muso boma. Omunim de omde there.
Now offer your top 5 countries.
Okay, Ghana, Spain, France, Argentina, and Portugal. Oh, like bomb born like a swing, like on bomb home modern. So what I say, like their style of play cry FA. And a born so munimbo. Almost answer experience. We need our first time. Omu perform your World Cup. On my back to back. And see, that's what I see from them.
To me, no, me say Argentina Sanje. Argentina 1, Spain Portugal, England, maybe I'm the Brazil account. Then champions Argentina, I say, only defending champions. On them last, and a players now. On last 4 years, and on more like 4 binary. I be from Argentina a favorite, so bet my Assange.
So, what top 5 countries do you think can make it in the World Cup?
Me countries are best of Portugal, France, Argentina, Morocco is your favorite, and Ghana their team are away there better. JJ Benin.
First, I'm going to need it. Because Ghana, because I papa ever fear so yeah. And I'm who see a team. Yeah, Ghana. Let's choose Ghana first. Now, I choose Portugal second. Now, I choose Argentina, Germany. Now, for the last one, I choose England.
Number 1, Argentina, and Portugal, and Brazil, and Argentina. Ghana so count. Yes, me clone Ghana, me country Ghana count.
5. I want South Africa to win. 1 South Africa, 2 South Africa, 3 South Africa, 4 South, and 5 to South Africa. Because I like them, the way they are. I see myself in them, how they do their things, the piano and everything. I just love South Africa, and I want them to win.
The top 5 countries you're expecting to do well in the World Cup?
Oh, for my side, my favorite teams, I have 2 by 5 there. I call my Portugal first one. That's my top ranking. Then I call France. Then I call Croatia. Then last one I'm Ghana.
Okay.
They say me Ghana. They say me I choose Ghana. Shame.
Argentina be qualified for World Cup. Because Argentina for no or more quality players. So what I say, yes, Argentina for team and Spain for no. It's a bit magic. Cap no if you say omuno players. Ewo where no pa. So what I say, you say omuno on players no. Omo quality players. Omo the bubble. Obi who say yes. Players ni we players ni ball. They say they mean you can but maybe 2 teams play. Me mount 5 teams country be 2 countries. Argentina, Spain. Maybe no.
First of all, my first team I'm person winning World Cup there, England. The second team, Portugal. Third team, France. And US. So we're born home more than Kakra and Croatia. Top 5 person born more than World Cup. Oh, man, who say England? The past 12 years in England or World Cup we are. Performance is fine. But I say when team conference, but England or Conanima, Croatia so Conanim. Until I'm who say Umatima Comani I could do finance.
Pacho.
Oh, actually, the Ghana there. When you say Ghana, there 5 countries there. Ghana is my favorite winning. Say it about finance. Ghana, Argentina, Portugal, England, and Morocco. I think Africa country, 2 countries. Ghana, Morocco.
Okay. And now
the top 5 crime 2 pe. Mexico ni Ghana.
Today in Mexico and Ghana bet me winning.
Yeah, in Mexico, there was some borders go mu a. Erade na kasa shisha to ese o man ese no mu. Ono fa second year for first. Why? That's
first because of home support. Me team twa Ghana number. Second team Spain. We share Spain. Materials ekuta players ekuta almost some your favorites. Third, France. Wow, we did that. Defending champion. 4th, I'm say Argentina. Argentina social place ekuta so almost bomb Muhammad. my last team and Belgium. Belgium so because of Dokunti almost me support mo pa by Ghana there cup on there ya kwakwa jiaba won say Ghana tournament na yakon obi against here by anya against na ye den ye de bobo no pitch ni so na be den e be kire timi so ma dwen kire na
me pick France Spain Germany so and then England so England so ekuta team and Argentina so Argentina so bet me agi Ghana dey bia bet me akoye nim dey bet Nigeria dey yanka say obi a nim ya kase beje kura na ye dada ye ho ye babo ya ho modern dey bet ho dey bia enim ye koye nim no like progress bi ba any be hu dey be kan be say dey entumi nka say bia Black Star beje World Cup analysis dey bia ne dey enye adwuma. Okay, World Cup na ye kon dey by 5 countries on be bom modern 1 Ghana ka ho, second England, third near can say Brazil, fourth na Spain, na fifth near Portugal. So 5 countries we na more modern pa na World Cup no enye krabehwe na teams who are a person onye Portugal on the onye bi da 0 nti a person 0 so je World Cup ni bi na only Messi yepe because achievement a Messi di beating na World Cup bibia obia will be achievement a Messi di beating pa World Cup nti World Cup me bon pa say Portugal mom ho modern no mun na kambom no mombo 0 na 0 nye World Cup ni bi no ni Messi enye pepepe World Cup a team so a me pese o mo ko final Ghana any Portugal na Ghana ye pia cup no boko de ama Portugal ye de ba and this for be say nti na ye pese ye de ba nti ye mfama Portugal for na 0 njibi no ni Messi nyepe.
Your top 5 countries to do well or to win the FIFA World Cup?
Yo, World Cup na ye kwere de me mediga ka che me nko me nanfo fo nyina say countries a bit ma je World Cup no 5 countries a bit ma je ba emu ba ko bit ma je Ghana ka ho first one obi bit ma je first Germany second ka ho Spain third France fourth Ghana obia any enda so say Ghana afiwe afi World Cup with Ghana ye je aba Ghana ha wa woni mi say wo de wontimi wo de wonni jidie no ba bi gina do twato Argentina 5 countries betima age World Cup no ana kan Africa Ghana ni lipo betima age eka ho mo ye dan ya Ghana afiwe afi ye beje World Cup no ye ntima anye kura na ye be wura ba bi a ebe obia surprise say Ghana
black kwame mi plachimo nkoro so born na ye be born the first 5 countries now wo Canada me de mi twisu Brazil, France, Germany, and Argentina. Na last one is Morocco. 5 countries, no. On beat me ajibo cup, no. Except countries no American.
Match ni na tournament ni na mbewi en dey na wuhwe ni.
Dey na me share ni.
Say World Cup ni na bebewi en dey na wuhwe ni.
Okay, say football there eja can say e can nipa boom it definitely no ye nyina no more spread unity among ourselves, you know. Enter say mo wie na akwa na ye nyina no like unity no abaye more ye nyina ya fam.
Okay, first of all, as dan come out to jump your boss on your assassin. On your bedana say second so na Euro John Dramani Mahama e won in boss upon nyama wo ye ma timamu fo ye o mai mu en ye nwan mo fi South Africa timi do mo buy e dana say e to aso nko World Cup yi mu brother me dia me hwe pa say nye betimi asise Ghana e betimi agi cup no en dia no matter what ya dia e beje.
Your top fan baby you know dia na we expect efun
say minya in somebody bia film say look for ntokwa ne ade om dia bezuhwe mu nyina no me pese ye be wie World Cup no na asumwie ababoko na ada say Spain Argentina ebu baako ade World Cup ye de yenka ho bi
whole expectation for World Cup nankasa Spain.
Spain. For me, I will go for Spain.
For the whole 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Say, me predictions then can be say, Yeni Abia Argentina and shower finals, and any Spain and shower finals. That's what I'm predicting for.
My expectation is to see South Africa win the cup and play Amapiano final, Nakupenda, and the final. I want South Africa to win.
Because teams no be well prepared into no you say but Ghana everything What
are your expectations for the Morocco versus USA match?
Morocco versus USA me there Morocco be winning.
Okay. So what are your expectations for the whole 2026 FIFA World Cup?
Okay, me a Ghanaian. I'm proud of my country, Ghana. Me feel say Ghana on winning match, first match, or winning first match, Maya. Me hope say cup we Ghana.
So what's your whole expectation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
My whole expectation, I hope Ronaldo to win the World Cup. That's my expectation for the World Cup. For Ronaldo to win the World Cup is my biggest expectation.
So what's your whole expectation for the FIFA 2026?
My own expectation is I want to see a good football playing. The referee officiating should be well. And one thing I'm assured that all the teams, there are 48 teams, everyone went there to do well. So we want to see good officiation, good football. Then that's all what I can say. Yeah.
Thank you.
It matters a lot. We all want to see our, how do I call them, stars performing well. To me, like this, my trust, my belief is in Ronaldo first. And when I take Ronaldo, I take my own player, my striker in Ghana, Semenyo. Yes, I'm praying that guy should perform, do well in this World Cup because he's doing well in England. At the same time, his own team, Man City, is doing well. So I'm praying that Semenyo and my chief, my Odogu, Ronaldo, to perform well in this World Cup. That's two people I want to see in this World Cup. Yes.
For the whole 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Expectation, I'm expecting England better World Cup. That's my expectation.
And I offer World Cup ni nambe we no. E die na wo hwe nim ewom.
World Cup na me hwe nim ni na de. Me hwe Ghana nim ene Argentina nim to the final.
Okay, my whole expectation, to be honest, in this tournament is for Ghana Black Stars to get to at least probably semi-final or quarter-final. That's my expectation. At least that's a fact. That's my real emotion. That's what I wish. So for Ghana Black Stars to get to at least quarter-final, semi-final, if they can really do that for us, I think we are going to be proud of them. So, and I pray they can surprise everyone in the tournament.
Ghana develop yen wini be 7 matches ko 8 mu wona wini bonus no endorse na FIFA mo Ghana baso yen pese Ghana player wanya kura Ghana player bakunya fair player and onya best player e tournament ni Ghana player nya best player o tournament ni mu a Ghana ye din be ko yani mu o World Cup ni
ni na mbe wie yen de na wankasa wo hwa nim
de me hwa no se match nya we be wie no na World Cup na FFF Ghana
media yenya nkurumudie aye de baye mama ni jeso ni nyina be kwa weye no na bibia todi na Ghana ya peja frank ya peja cup no akosoro ya ntuma peja kura ne agbowura finance wo na se ye lusu kura na eye maye ya dase nyame hire obibia
countries no Ghana ne se idin kunu asana ba Morocco South Africa for the omo nipa bonfo omo ye munye film na omo akane go bi ani kunu
ni World Cup ni na mbe wie ne e de enso na wo hwe ani
de me hwe ani mu ne se de be ya bibia be koboko ya nti dede bia ho ko se de US aye no obi okra okwa ogina park ne square na ne yam hyehyem be bibia nsi ye nyina ya be ko ne aba obi akone mamu asomduem Ghana so de mi se Baomis senior match na yekono me momu de makoma nim se Ghana betimi age World Cup na ba be betimi akoyanim yetimi qualify first rounds no cry ya yade Ghana de me sara me hunu se we qualify first no cry ya yade
faida match ni na tournament ni na mbe wie de na wo hwe ni
de na me hwe ni
say World Cup ni na bebe wie ni de na wo hwe ni
okay say football there e can say e can pa boom it definitely no ye nyina no
so thanks for joining us for another coverage of the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Cote d'Ivoire, for all their, gallant generational talents, they don't have a World Cup moment or history like Tunisia, Cameroon, Nigeria, Senegal, Ghana, or Morocco. So is the 2026 edition going to be the moment where Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire create their own World Cup moment? My name is Joel Shen, and thanks for joining us. We'll be bringing you the match build-up analysis and then the live commentary right here on GhanaWeb TV. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, I'll introduce the gentlemen for you, and then we'll continue the discussion.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment. I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink. It's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today. Scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is so welcome back from the break. We are at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. That is where the game between the Elephant of La Côte d'Ivoire and Ecuador will be played. And a quick mention to our sponsors, Bigo, Rush Energy Drink, DSTV, and Just Chinese, Ulas Enterprise, Verna Natural Mineral Water. Thank you to all the sponsors for making sure that this broadcast will be a success. Alfred is here again Frank Echampong, and also Benjamin Saki. Alfred, I will start with you. Ivory Coast and then Ecuador. Where is it going?
Well, you know, I would say, just as you mentioned, their history at the World Cup isn't, you know, something you can really mention. But I'm believing that they had a very good run in the lead up to the tournament, all the way through the qualifiers, and even recently when they beat France. So I'm expecting them to, you know, ride on that and take it a game at a time. I'm pretty sure they may make it out of the group, second place or one of the best third place, and then see how far they can go. But I'm very optimistic about their chances.
All right, so Ivory Coast, La Côte d'Ivoire are making their fourth World Cup appearance after qualifying in 2006, 2010, and then 2014. But the sad thing is that they've never progressed out of their group or the group stages. Ecuador, on the other hand, this is their fifth appearance. Their best performance was the run of 16 finish in the 2006 edition in Germany. So it is safe to say that 20 years ago was when Ecuador made, you know, their memorable appearance at the World Cup. Now, Frank, you are wearing this color because you say you are supporting Ivory Coast today.
Yeah, and because in the World Cup they've not had really good, you know, tournaments in their previous World Cups, and like you rightly said, since they qualified just like Ghana back in 2006, they failed to progress through the knockout stage. And I think this tournament gives them the chance because they are in the group with Ecuador, Curacao, and then Germany. And if they even lose to Germany, I believe these two teams, Curacao and then Ecuador, they can take points off. If they get a point off Ecuador tonight, they can get the 3 points against Curacao, and then the 4 points might get them to be one of the third best finishers in the third position. So they shouldn't, you know, get anything undone tonight. They have to give their all. But Ecuador, they couldn't also progress to the round of 16 in the last edition in the 2022. They were in the group with Qatar and then Senegal, and they failed to progress to the round of 16. But tonight they have very good players, unlike 2020. Although the 2022 side was also good, but this team has an experience. At the back, you talk of Pacho, you talk of Hincapié, Pacho of PSG. These two defenders played in the Champions League final, Pacho and then Hincapié. In midfield, there is Chelsea's Caicedo, and I'm waiting to see the midfield battle between Kessie and then two tough, you know, ball-winning midfielders, very brutal, and they can also, you know, give breaking passes that can create chances. So tonight I'm expecting, and then there is Diamonde with Hincapié at the left-hand side. I'm also watching how Diamonde, because there is a price tag on him. He can make a very huge move after this World Cup, and he needs this World Cup to also get a very good move for himself. So tonight I'm expecting very intense game, but I'm all up for Ivory Coast.
All right, so that is what Frank said. Ben, Ecuador against Ivory Coast.
It's an interesting game that you wait to see. Both sides have shown previously that, except the fact that Ivory Coast don't have rich history in terms of the World Cup, not being able to progress beyond the group stage is quite unfortunate. If you look at some of the legends or star players that they've had in the past, you can talk of Didier Drogba, Solomon Kalou, Yaya Toure. These are world-class players who dominated football at the global stage. And to learn history that they weren't able to progress beyond the group stage, it's quite disappointing. I believe with the group that they have, they've been placed in, and what's the squad that they have, this is the right time to break that jinx and then make history for the country. As Frank said, we have a mix of young players and experienced players as well. These are players where we expect that they will be able to, get some points from their opponents. Apart from Germany, who I think might be a tough opposition these two countries between Ecuador and then Curacao, they will be able to at least get some points and then progress beyond the group stage. And as they did, faced up against France, we expect that sort of mental toughness and then the mindset of, playing against the giants. Although it was a friendly match, so you may underestimate the impact, but I think it's a huge morale boost for the boys going into the World Cup. France, they are tipped as one of the huge favorites for the tournament. They have world-class players who I think are dominating global football at the moment. So going into this game, I believe that it's all for Cote d'Ivoire to, win. I tip them to, but it's a very tough game. If you look at the quality of play both sides possess, it's a very tough game. Just that from what I'm seeing at the stadium, it's like the South Africa-Mexico game. A lot of Ecuadorian fans are around, and that also adds another side of the story to the game. And so we wait to see how it pans out.
Ivory Coast will not be getting massive support. They will only be getting support from the Ivorian in the diaspora, particularly those in the United States, because they are part of the countries on the US visa ban in Africa. So I think that they will not be getting the numbers like that. But then let's go through the lineup of the two teams and then
try and
then assess things a bit. So Ivory Coast goalkeeper Fofana, back four of Gula Dwe. You have Zingo, yes, Wilfred Zingo, Agbado Emmanuel, and also Yomandi Conan, yes. In midfield, you have Bazou Mana Toure, Frank Kessié, Sekou Fofana, and Ian Diomande. In attack, Nicolas Pepe, and then you have Sepe Wai. So this is the lineup. Frank, no, this Manchester United boy, he's been relegated to the bench. Ahmad is not in the starting lineup.
It's a bit of a shock to me. Ahmad not getting to be in the starting lineup. He could, but then you wouldn't know how to replace him in this team. That's why I think he's on the bench, because maybe would he be a wing back like he does at Manchester United, or would you play him as an out-and-out winger? Because as an out-and-out winger, you think Diomande is far ahead of him. So I think that's why he's on the bench. But
is he far ahead of him?
Diomande?
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Far.
It's
far.
Maybe in recent form, yes, but I don't think in general play.
Yes, not far.
But players are
he's slightly
on what they can offer.
No, he's slightly ahead of him.
Yes. Slightly,
yes,
just
slightly.
recent form.
Even recent form. He's slightly ahead of him. But if you say far, it's.
But Ahmad hasn't shown, his best season. He had like five Premier League goals. He's not had that consistency. He's good. The potential is there. But anyways, yes, he could. He's not better than Diomande. That's why the coach has opted for Diomande. In midfield, I believe that's the best they can. Fofana and then Kessie, they will run, they will tackle, and they can also lay the passes. So that's the best they have. And sometimes the bench also has a play, just like we saw against in Brazil's game. Once you are able to bring better players off your bench, it's also a plus for you. So even if Ahmad is to come inside in the second half, maybe around the 60th minute, he can also impact the game. So having a good bench is a plus, and I believe the bench will count in this game.
All right, so he believes the bench will count in this game. Now let's go to the starting lineup of the Ecuadorians. So goalkeeper Hernan Grandes is there. 3-4-3 formation for Ecuador, and Pierre Henkapi. Yes, Pedro Henkapi is in there. William Pacho. There is also Joao Ordonez in midfield. They have Alan Menda, Alan Franco, Moise Caicedo, and Pedro Vite. In attack, there is John Yeboah. I know that very soon Yano will start. John Yeboah. Why is he not playing for Ghana? So John Yeboah, is playing as the left winger, Enna Valencia, captain of the Ecuadorian national team, and also is Gonzalo Plata. Alfred.
Well, you look at the Ecuadorian side, and I see them being physical as usual, because I mean that's the South American kind of football. And so let me go back to when we're talking about Ahmad being on the bench. I see the game, getting physical, and whoever gets to still finish the game with a high level of quality, I think would be the difference. So if you have someone like Amad Diallo coming in when the Ecuadorians are, getting tired legs. I remember when in the 2014 World Cup, Coach Kwesi Appiah said he rested the best players when the opponents are tired. Yes.
Leave Kwesi Appiah
alone. I think this might be if I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of MS Fire, I think that's the approach. But the Ecuadorians also have individual players who have had, let me say, a good seasons coming into the World Cup, and I expect all of that to come to play. As a Chelsea fan, I'm rooting for my boy Moises Caicedo, but I think he's going to have it tough with the Ivorian midfield today. But all in all, whoever wins the battle in the middle, I think would have a chance.
All right, so whoever wins the battle in the middle gets the chance to win this particular game. But let me talk to you briefly about Rush Energy Drink. Yes, Rush Energy Drink. And, if you want a good drink and you are looking for what's on the market, I think that I can boldly tell you that it is Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink, be bold and then be you. And also Bigo Cola. And it is another drink that I'm recommending for you. Bigo Cola. You go to supermarket, you go to a pub when you are in traffic and you want something to drink. I am telling you that get yourself Bigo Cola. Yes, Bigo Cola. It is as simple as ABC. Ulas Enterprise. Yes, Ulas Enterprise is also telling you that if you are looking for water pump, drilling machine, compactors and all that, there is only one place for you to be, and that is Ulas Enterprise. Yes, Ulas Enterprise. Just go to them and they will sort you out. Just Chinese. Yes, just Chinese. Just go and then enjoy themselves. We have a branch at Airport Residential. We also have another one at East Legon and then Osu. So just go to Just Chinese. Verna Natural Mineral Water. Yes, Verna Natural Mineral Water. Nature's finest. Go to anywhere you want water and Verna Natural Mineral Water. You get yours, and after drinking, you see that this is truly nature's finest. Malcolm says spend 800 Ghana cedis and more and stand a chance of winning amazing prizes. Yes, amazing prizes, including they will be sharing 40,000 Ghana cedis worth of gift vouchers. Yes, and also 10 LG sound bars, 4 Samsung Galaxy Fold, and they will also be sharing 3 cars, and then 598 inch television and DSTV. This World Cup, there is only one place for you to go, and that is DSTV. You can just reconnect with 58 Ghana cedis to watch all the games. Just dial, and this is very simple from DSTV on how you can reconnect and then enjoy these World Cup games. So dial *59# and then follow the prompt. Yes, *59# and then follow the prompt. So thank you very much to all the sponsors on board and making sure that this will become a reality. Today, we're going to Benjamin Osaki for the commentary. This is GhanaWeb. Benjamin, over to you.
Thank you very much, Joel. Now from Abidjan to Pennsylvania, United States of America, the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire begin their FIFA 2026 World Cup campaign against the La Trail of Ecuador in what promises to be a fiercely contested Group E encounter. The three-time African Cup of Nations champions come up against an Ecuadorian side that has never won the Copa America. That is to shed light on the continental successes both sides have chalked. And it also tells you that this game also is what many have expected, and the quality of players that we have and whether they will be able to churn out their quality to bring it to bear remains to be seen. And this is the Lincoln Financial Stadium, which holds 69,328 spectators, and also it has features that include a high-tech matrix helix synthetic turf that was just placed for the World Cup. And so it tells you the historical antecedents behind the field or the stadium that's being used for the game. The players are on the pitch. Nicolas Pepe and the boys are ready. You could see the Chelsea big boy Moises Caicedo also ready. And Valencia, one of the top scorers for the team in terms of the qualifiers, scored 6 goals to spearhead Ecuador's campaign in the South American qualifiers to this stage. Can he be able to replicate the goals that he scored in the qualifiers remains to be seen. Kickoff underway. Ball in the hand of Galindez, the goalkeeper of Ecuador, sent in a long one, and Moises Caicedo, by couldn't control the ball, is about to Franco in the midfield. Gives it to Hincapi. What can Hincapi do? Drawing down the wings. Takes one if I know it's a foul.
So this is a very genuine fixture because this is the last time the two of them are meeting, and so there is no head-to-head for us to compare. But this is the first time, so hopefully we get to see what they will also be doing.
They will also be doing. So far, the African nations that have played, there's no victory for any yet. South Africa started with a disastrous performance against Mexico in the opening fixture. Morocco continued with quite a decent performance against Brazil, but they weren't able to emerge victors by getting a draw in a game that ended in stalemates. And this is the third African country to represent the continent in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. Can they do something? Moises Caicedo holding the ball, sends it back to William Pacho, PSG's defender, one of the best in the world. He started that many underestimated him, but he lived up to expectations. And now he's a 2-time Champions League winner in this game. The way to see the quality that he has is he will be able to display it in the game to help the Ecuadorians. Now, holding on to Ecuador in center circle, sending a long one who can get it there from Plata. Plata wasn't able to. They will get to Caicedo. Can he shoot? He gets strikes. Caicedo. Is it early days yet?
That was a decent strike, but I think he could have sent it on target. And Ivory Coast are living dangerously. They couldn't clear the second balls, and if they do not start, getting the possession very good, they would be made to pay for it.
They would be made to pay for it, and thus Ecuador starting at the strong side, making incursions in the early embers of the game. The ball is sent to throw in. It seemed to be a physical game. I mean, quite aggressive game with both sides a style of play. But as to who emerged the winner, it remains to be seen.
I think the Ivorians need to catch their rhythm. They really need to catch their rhythm. The game is in their half. We've played almost 3 minutes. And should Ecuador make something positive, it might be a long way back for them. So they need to, as much as possible, catch their rhythm and then also come to play. Because it's Ecuador since kickoff. And
it's been Ecuador since kickoff. Ivorians are surging forward, but no, William Pacho, he stops it right in the midfield, and there's a foul on Moises Caicedo. Referee rushes to the scene to calm tensions. Frank Kessie. Frank made mention of the battle between Moises Caicedo and Frank Kessie, and you are beginning to see it in the early embers of the game.
I think that was a bit, hasty from Frank Kessie. It was a foul, and it was needless charging at Caicedo or in Valencia like that.
They are playing as men. They are just showing strength.
I mean, you clearly fouled the players, and there was no need barging at him like that.
I'm just praying we have 11 players on each side by the time the game is done.
William Pacho at the back, sends it to Ordonez. They are trying to build up from the back and see what happens. The Ivorians are also trying to press them, but it seems they are able to possess the ball from the back and find it all the way into attack. Ordonez, William Pacho sends in a long one. Can they stop it? Yes, the ball is headed. Moises Caicedo gets onto the ball, and he passes. He's still present at the back. William Pacho. He leaves it to Valencia. It says in a long one. Can he get onto the ball? Oh no. Single stops him from getting the ball. It's a throw-in.
And still, Ivory Coast can't get out of their half. Although they are trying to possess and play the long balls, Ecuador have actually made it very tough for them. The midfield is stacked, and they are not giving them the pocket of spaces to attack. And if this continues, it's going to be a long night for Ivory Coast.
It's going to be a long night for Ivory Coast. Now, both sides have a very decent defense coming into the game. I think Ecuador considered 6 goals in their qualifying campaign, and Ivory Coast also considered 5 goals. It tells you how disciplined the back line is. Ivory Coast playing the ball from the back. Send a long one to Toure. Can he find it? No. Hincapi plays the ball back to goalkeeper Galandes. Sends in a long one. And he locates his own player. Yes, he does. Moises Caicedo on the ball. Gets the ball back. Surging forward from the midfield. The ball in the center circle. Ecuador. So coming forward. And so crucial intervention from the Ivorian midfield. So far, they are able to control the ball or build up from the back. Single. Dancing a long one to Doué. Now remember that Doué is the brother of Desire Doué of Paris Saint-Germain. And so scouts will have their eyes on him as whether he will also give us the sort of quality that his brother possesses. You can talk of Mbappe and Ethan Mbappe. Type of players both are, but the other is not able to live up to the billing as compared to what his senior brother is doing. Is this something that you can look up to when it comes to Desire Doué and then his younger brother playing for Ivory Coast? There's a chance by intercepted.
I think Cote d'Ivoire are coming into the game. They've had a short spell of possession, but they need to do more with it. You can't keep the ball and then lose it for your opponent to just come at you like they are doing now. They really need to settle. They really need to settle.
They really need to settle. It's early days yet, but you could see the fouls.
And then Ben, you talked about whether the two Doué brothers, as you see, understand. But you talked about the two Doué brothers, if the senior brother can become like the one at PSG. But then he's a defender, and mostly, defenders are not, unless you are a very, very good centre back or an attacking fullback, that you can make the name for yourself. But he's been decent, very young, 23 years of age, and he's been decent. But it's not unfortunate. He decided to play for Ivory Coast, and if he's given more chance, he can also live up to the billing.
Diomande trying to penetrate the defense, but he was blocked and denied access. Diomande is one of the players that are most sought after in Europe. He's linked to the likes of Barcelona, and as to whether a move will materialize, we wait to be seen. Considering the financial situation of FC Barcelona, he's one of the young and rising talents from Africa.
I think that they can find a way to sign him, and being a young African player, if Barcelona comes calling, definitely he will not, you know, want to miss out on the opportunity to play for Barcelona. And so whether Barcelona might even break the bank for him or not will also, you know, depend on how good he will be for Ivory Coast in this tournament. Because no matter your performance in the season, if you are able to add, you know, the icing on the cake in this competition, I think that it will buy you a lot of goodwill from maybe doubting Thomases in certain clubs who are not on board with your signing. This is the time to prove those people right.
This is the time to prove those people right. Now, when you talk of the opening matches that Cote d'Ivoire have played in their previous World Cups, in 2006, in their opening game, they lost 2-1 to Argentina. In 2010, they drew 0-0 against Portugal. And in 2014, they won 2-1 against Japan. And so it tells you when it comes to opening matches, they have, I mean, a very decent record. 1 loss, 1 defeat, and then 1 win. When you talk of Ecuador, on the other side, who have participated in more World Cups as compared to Cote d'Ivoire, in 2002, they had 2-0 loss against Italy. 2006, they had 2-0 win against Poland. And then 2014, 2-1 loss to Switzerland. And 2022, 2-0 win against Qatar. And so it's a chance for any Valencia. Oh! Fires the ball over the crossbar. That was disappointing. Any Valencia's quality coming into this, the kind of strikes that he's been able to produce, goals he has produced for the side, and this is a chance where,
I doubt it would have counted. I think the initial cross probably was out of play, but that was a very poor attempt. The elevation was, he wasn't looking. He just kicked the ball.
But that was decent. For a player, he has 6 goals and 6. This is his 7th appearance, but he has 6 goals and 6 appearances at the World Cup. So that shows you how very good when he plays at the World Cup, how he does. And in the last World Cup, he scored 3 goals, even though they couldn't progress to the knockout stage. And hopefully, he will get his name on the score sheet. But even if he does, Ivory Coast should be picking the win.
Ivory Coast should be picking the win. Now, I've seen that the Ivorians are trying to press the Ecuadorians, but it looks like they are having a free play here in the game so far. But wait to see how they fare as the game progresses. Now, Doué sensing a long one to Diomande, back to Doué. Now they are burdened from the back, and so single on the ball. Leg sits to Agbadu, Emmanuel Agbadu. They are trying to build up from the back. So what South Africa tried doing when they played against Mexico, and I don't know whether it was tension or whatever, they weren't able to hold on to play, and then they ended up messing up.
You know, if you want to build from the back and you don't have players with the skill set of really holding the ball and controlling the tempo, I bet you're shooting yourself in the foot. And Ivory Coast shouldn't think to also want to do that. They should just have a very direct play, because they have the men for that kind of football. If you try to build from the back and you lose the ball in the middle there, these guys will just pick you apart.
No, but you see, building from the back, it doesn't only depend on your defenders. Also, do you have the midfielders for the job?
Exactly the point.
Because look at the goal South Africa conceded against Mexico. It was because when Zitolo got to the pass, he couldn't, beat his marker. And in teams like this, the holder needs to think before the ball comes.
Yes.
But if you are going to think after receiving the ball, you'll be in trouble.
You'll be in trouble. Dangerous attack for Ecuador, but once again over the bar. Zamora.
And that's Yeboah.
John Yeboah.
He was born to a Ghanaian father and his mom is Ecuadorian. He's actually played for the German under-21s and all that, but he decided to naturalize for Ecuador. And maybe if like the kids and the people saw him, they could have actually done things, low key.
I think these days the GFA have started some talent hunts. I think there was a program in the UK where they started hunting them at the young ages.
We hope to see. This GFA
it's good to start, but the sustenance
they seem to start a lot of things, but you don't see where it ends.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
We hope to see.
That's true. Ivory Coast once again stringing passes together at their back. Single on the ball. Sends 1-1 into the midfield. Now it's going to still Diomande. They are trying to use Diomandes, but it seems to have been marked.
The Ecuadorians,
it makes it difficult for them to
they acknowledge his quality.
Yeah.
And he's not, he's that kind of player where you just take your eye off him, he can hurt you.
Yeah.
So you see what they are doing? They are moving him, they are making him move from the right where he can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And forcing him to go through the center of the pitch. And if they keep doing that, I mean, Ivory Coast is not going to get the best of him. So I don't know, maybe if the coach can try and get someone to, overload the right side of the attack so that Diomande can have some free space. If not, he's just going to be running back into the midfield, and that's not good.
That is not good. And so far, so good. It's been a 50-50 affair. However, Ecuador soon to have had most of the chances. Ivory Coast on the attack. Ivory Coast on the attack. Once again, the ball gets to Diomande. What can he do? Diomande, can he take on a defender? He's able to find way through. Guess. Oh, shot blocked.
Fofana.
Fofana shot blocked. Frank Kessie. Diomande once again. What can he do from the wings?
Just to calm down and then make things simple.
Yes, he's too eager to
impress. Oh, how? See, some
the way
sometimes I have a problem with lateral defenders that they will see an opponent player standing right in front of him and they will still not be able to whip the ball past that player.
It's not easy.
That's a tussle in the midfield, but Ivory Coast wins the battle once again to Diomande. It sends him into the central row. What can he do? He lays apart. Oh, wow!
Was that a shot or a cross?
Came close. They came close to scoring, but I couldn't find the right target.
They want a corner
kick.
Is that a corner kick? Toure with that strike. Was it a cross?
No, he was in a hurry. He was in a hurry too much.
Taking a touch.
Was it?
Yes. That's a corner. It was a save.
Yeah,
that's a corner.
But
a decent one.
But at least you should have taken a touch.
Yeah.
Look for your teammates. Oh. You give them the pass, and then you are good to go. It's one of these moments that it is painful, but there is nothing VAR can do.
And Valencia, what can he do here? Oh, decent one from Due. Due sends long one to Diomande. What can he do? He's sending to the midfield. Kessie.
Why does Diomande
Kessie
keep going
making
to the
rounds.
center of the field?
Toure once again. Toure trying to make an incursion. Can he take the player or no? He brings it back to Kessie. Kessie stringing passes together. Diomande on the ball. Can he dribble? He finds it. A pass. Oh! That was a very, very disappointing one from Wahi. Awareness once again.
But if
awareness in the box.
If I were to be Wahi, I wouldn't also expect the pass. I mean, the trick.
No, he expected. He does expect it.
But the trick
you see, once you make the, you see, in the 18-yard box, as a striker, once you move and then the pass comes, you can't say that you weren't expecting it. And you see, this is what we were expecting.
Diomande sending a cross. It's being headed out.
And it's going to be an interesting day.
Gets the ball out of danger.
He needs to be direct. This is better.
Jean Diomande.
He was expecting
he didn't get contact.
The shot of Fibo. Very, very feeble.
They need to take their chances.
It was in favor of Ecuador, who started creating the chances and they squandered them. Now is the turn of Ivory Coast or La Côte d'Ivoire, if they will be able to take their chances. Nicolas Pepe for Villarreal going to take the corner kick. We know the controversy surrounding Nicolas Pepe and was omitted from the squad that went to the AFCON.
But I think for his experience, he also has to, put a stamp on the game. But we are yet to see him also come to play, and then I believe he's one of those players who also can make a difference.
One of the players who can make a difference. So it's a foul against Côte d'Ivoire. Moises Caicedo was fouled during.
That's a very good decision from the referee. Since you are down, then leave the field, go for treatment, and once you get treated, you come back to the field.
So now,
because that wasn't any.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now it's the rule.
The corner will be retaken.
No, the corner will not be, but they will take you out. You go and stand there.
Continue play.
And then we'll continue play. You come in after a minute. He's telling, but I see, they explain the rules to them. Go and stand outside. We play for a minute.
Discipline counts.
Then you come in. Next time you will not be wasting time.
Discipline counts.
One thing FIFA has tried with this tournament is, trying to keep the flow of the
all
of
because
the game.
of Arsenal.
Yes, try to keep the flow of the game. So if you try to
No,
play
yes, no, the Arsenal.
It's not.
Controversies.
The Champions League final.
Don't put it on Arsenal.
No, I said Arsenal is part. The Champions League final. 9 out of 90 minutes. They wasted 25 minutes right after the Champions League final. New rules came.
The rules were
it was no.
He's saying that they play the part. Yes, they are not saying it's based on Arsenal.
No, in the entire season, Arsenal had been specialists in wasting time.
In the Premier League, teams are specialists when it comes to time wasting. Like I said, teams. You talk about Bournemouth. You talk about Bournemouth. You talk about Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Crystal Palace waste time.
Yes.
Among those teams.
Please, where are your statistics? Where is your data? No, where is your data supporting that?
Ivory Coast needs your support. Ivory Coast needs your support.
Diomande. All balls goes through Diomande, but can he create that magical moment? He gets into the box. The same cross, cleared out. Pacho couldn't clear the ball. Diomande once again on the ball. Due. What can Due do?
It's going to be a long day for Nkap.
Yeah. He started really
He seems to be struggling.
Now, no shirt pulling.
Moises Caicedo, anger issues.
Why are they so
you remember?
Ena Valencia.
No, like why are they so high?
Ena Valencia, Ena Valencia. I think the hair guys. So
yes, one is wearing the captain's armband. So.
It just that
single needs to calm down.
No, but I think he's been managing.
He didn't do anything extra.
Yeah, it was just a normal tackle.
It was just a normal tackle.
Everyone does that, and
now he's trying to. Single was aware of what he was doing.
Oh yes,
if Ena Valencia goes round him,
yes,
he's in on
away.
It's a free kick for Ecuador. William Pacho is here to kick the ball, asking Nicolas Pepe to give him space for him to kick the ball. And so Côte d'Ivoire is still run you by the history regarding both teams. Côte d'Ivoire made their first World Cup appearance in 2006, and since then they've made 4 appearances. That's in 2006, 2010, 2014, and 2026. Best finish, unfortunately, on the attack. Ena Valencia hits the crossbar. Ena Valencia, he's been a danger in the game. Moises Caicedo on the ball, sent in a long one, and Ecuador trying to penetrate the Ivorian defense. Hincapi brings it back. Then the ball gets to Minda, but there's a tussle there. Ena Valencia, Caicedo. Moses Caicedo.
And Ivory
Minda.
Coast, anytime they go out to attack, they don't have the legs to run back and then defend, and that was what left the space for.
It's the numbers. The numbers at the stadium is very impressive, very impressive.
Yeah.
And the Ecuadorians. So you see some small Ivorian fans. The entire stadium is Ecuador fans.
And so there's a hydration break, a brief hydration break. This break, there's been a lot of criticisms surrounding that FIFA using it for marketing. They are saying the game more commercial driven.
Yes, the game is money now.
But do you think it helps the game in terms of viewership, in terms of, I mean, for the players and all that?
I think during the day I saw one of our senior journalists making the argument that he has observed that, you know, especially when the bigger team is playing the smaller team and the smaller team seems to be on the rise, something like the hydration break kind of, you know, kills the momentum.
Yeah.
I think it affected a team like Haiti, and I don't know, but the game has become money now.
It's also needed. They are playing under really hot weather, and you can't let them keep running and running and running.
So it's needed.
You keep the cameras on the
but
pitch.
the idea now has become obvious that
it
is a marketing venture.
Yeah, because it allows, because once they are on hydration, but nothing else goes on the pitch. They actually just there sipping water, talking through tactics and all that.
Well, you can give us ambience in the stand. And you know some broadcasters are already flattening the rule because FIFA says you need to return back to the live feed at least 30 seconds before the play resumes. And some big broadcasters are already flouting that because they run the ads into the restart. But we'll live to see. I mean,
Joe, your thoughts?
At the end of the day, you need the money. And look, once the World Cup is in America, this is what is going to happen because this is what they do in their in their game. So it is something that Charlie, we should just overlook it and then enjoy the game.
We are even fortunate to have this games going on without what happened at the FIFA Club World Cup, the tenders and stuff. Once it strikes now, we are going to recession for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
should there be another one?
We should also hope
extended 30
that nothing of that sort happens again. So we should be happy that we are now, get to have this advertisement. And
but I must say, we need to commend the stadia. I mean, the stadia we are seeing across the various games is very impressive. I mean, look at that.
Look at that. It's all yellow. Yellow colors filling the stadium. And so it's Ecuador. I mean, their fans are cheering up the kind of football or games that they've played so far. They are highly confident of securing victory. Play resumed from the brief hydration break. And Spacho sent out to Moises Caicedo. They are attacking on the rings. And since another one, but can he get it? No. The ball has been cleared by the Ivorians. Ecuador trying all their best and asking the necessary questions with regards to getting the first goal. And that was a foul. We said that this game is expected to be very physical. And
this was very unnecessary.
Look, the thing is that is the look on Fofana's face. How do you
do this and you are surprised?
How do you go in for a tackle like that and then you open your arms like what is happening?
On a more serious note, if they don't take care and be disciplined with their tackles, with what we saw in the South African game, something similar could happen. Not necessarily 3 red cards, but I mean,
for somebody like Fofana, he's a workhorse. But right now that he has picked up a yellow card, I mean, he has limited himself.
Yeah.
You can't go into your usual tackles anymore. They need to watch it. They need to watch it. If they play into the hands of the Ecuadorians by reducing themselves to 9 men. I mean, 10 men. I would say it's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long day. It's in the possession of Ecuador, trying to build up from the back. Both teams seem to know how to build up from the back, and it's really making the game very exciting and interesting so far. Ecuador in possession, trying to launch another attack. Now the ball is in midfield. Plata, it sent the ball back to Ecuador, now in midfield, trying to search forward here. What can they do? Number 14, Shetterman Minda sends in a long cross. Saved by Fofana, the goalkeeper. Saved the ball safely. I think he hasn't really been tested yet. And it's another one for Ecuador. Can they make something out of this? Attack from there. Then some Moises Caicedo takes the ball. Can you do it? Controls it and pass it to and sends a wrong one. Minda! Oh, another crossbar. Very unfortunate. That was in.
Ivory Coast,
two dangerous strikes, and it all hits the crossbar.
They're living very
What a finish that would have been.
Very dangerous. Caicedo, no.
I see a goal here.
So in the 18 box, Ecuador asking the necessary questions. Yeah, can they play trigger? He pulls it, but unfortunately it's way off target. Ecuador so far so good.
And Ivory Coast will bring a sigh of relief. That was
a brilliant pass.
And the finish.
Excellent.
It just needed to, get it down at least. But Ivory Coast once again getting exposed at the back and getting saved again by the bar.
Ivory Coast have been saved twice in two crucial moments. I think we were trying to go that from the back, and then the Ecuadorians pressed them and they nearly conceded. It's something that they need to be careful with. The momentum is on the side of Ecuador, pressing relentlessly for the opener. Now, whether they get it or not, it remains to be seen. Ecuador from there, William Pacho sent the ball to Franco. He sends in a long one, searching for the attacker, but he loses the ball single. You to Due. Due, what can Due do? Due should be careful. The ball crossed the line, and it's a throw-in in favor of Ecuador.
But I don't seem to understand something. How is Hincapié high up when Diamonde is on that same side?
No, because they are playing a back three.
So once they are attacking, he joins the attack. But once they are defending, he joins the defense.
Ivory Coast should try and take advantage of that, because Hincapié is no one to have the legs to run back as fast as Diamonde would.
It's a chance, but the referee says no infringement. It's right on the line of the penalty box, but the referee sees nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That could have been in an advantageous position for Ecuador. John Yeboah has been decent. John Yeboah, if you are wondering, he's playing for Ecuador. John Yeboah, Ecuador trying to build up from the back. Hincapié gets the ball, send it to Franco. He sent in a long one. Fofana heads it, and Cote d'Ivoire gains possession of the ball. Diomande sends it back. Frankesi trying to dictate the pace of the game, but the likes of Moises Caicedo, he's not having an easy battle in midfield. Single sends in a long one to Diomande. Can he take on Hincapié? He brings the ball back. Oh, way off target. This is typical skying the ball.
I don't know why Diamonde is not taking on Hincapié as much. He seems to be going inside.
Yeah,
I think
more. Once he's going, then another player is trying to cover up.
You see,
so that's what is.
They need to probably create an overlap on the right side so that Diamonde can have some free space.
Yeah.
Else, and I don't know what Nicolas Pepe is doing at the far left, but
he's been ghosting the entire game so far. We've not really seen him. Ene Valencia asserting his authority on the game, showing reason why he is the skipper of the side. It's unfortunate that his ball hit the bar. Ecuador would have been leading by a goal or two right down. But Ivory Coast are trying to, keep their composure and trying to avoid conceding a goal in the game. Ecuador trying to land the attack, but no. Cote d'Ivoire regains possession, single. He sent it to Due. Due sends in a long one to the center circle. But Ecuador, the defender, takes it comfortably. William Pacho has been very comfortable at the back in terms of getting the ball and then giving the short passes, as they usually do when PSG are building up from the back. Doing it with the likes of Marquinhos, Nuno Mendes, and then Achraf Hakimi. These are a strong backline in world football, dominating club football at the moment. Ivory Coast trying to search for it. Diomande, Hincapi. What will be the result of the battle?
It's going to be a long day for Hincapi.
William Pacho. That
was a fantastic block.
Brilliant block. But a very, you should have taken this ball at the first goal.
No. I mean, the
touch. No, he couldn't have controlled. No control.
No. The touch. He had to settle himself.
No control.
He's a left.
You prepare yourself to charge the ball.
He needed to have a touch.
The moment you make a touch, you made a touch, and then the defender came in.
The defender blocked it. That was a
defender who is tracking back was able to get ahead of you because you made that extra touch.
He's a left footer. He couldn't have gone with his weaker foot.
Try something. Just try something.
Just try something. And it's a very glorious opportunity for Cote d'Ivoire. But once again, Ecuador defense is showing resilience and making sure they make the right moves at the right time. And that has kept them in the game. Building up from the back once again. Now Ecuador, Ordonez pass the ball back. Caicedo to William Pacho. William Pacho sends it to Ordonez again. Goalkeeper Galandes. 35 minutes played so far. Chances upon chances, but no goal yet.
And both teams, although they are not really an attacking team, they've been able to create numerous chances. It's very bad that all of those chances they've not also tested any goalkeeper.
Yeah.
The show they've played, the goalkeepers have not been tested. Yeah. It's either crashing off the post or getting blocked from the defender, and that's interesting so far. Let's see how they can match up with the intensity till the end of the game.
I think the cooling break has helped a bit now. I mean, the tackles are not flying in as they used to. I mean, the coaches themselves also take advantage of the in as much as it's a marketing strategy now, the coaches also take advantage of it. It's like a timeout in the NBA to give out new sets of instructions. So I still think Ecuador is doing more than Ivory Coast has, 35 minutes on the clock, and we hit the crossbar twice. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Very needless tackle from Due. Needs to be careful. Ecuador with the ball, building from the back. William Pacho to Hincapi. He's been very, very influential on the wings. Goalkeeper Galindes. A short one to Moises Caicedo, who sends it to Ordonez, surging forward. They are surging forward, trying to find spaces in the Ivorians' defense or midfield and then punch them at the right time. But it's been very tough so far. Minda is also been another brilliant player. It is a foul.
Both
books Frank Kessie.
Both Fofana.
Frank Kessie booked. This doesn't augur well for Ivory Coast.
They are digging their own grave. They are digging their own grave, because if the two main guys who will run at your opponent.
So Henkapi is playing as an inverted
midfielder.
Wow.
That's
a risky game.
It's the reason why he's struggling to deal with Giovanni, because by the time you go and then you come, it's always difficult.
It's always difficult. Cote d'Ivoire have a tall ladder to climb. There are two key men in midfield, very experienced. Fofana and Frankesi have been booked, and so they would be very cautious going in for tackles, and that will be an advantage for the likes of Moises Caicedo, the Ener Valencia, who are trying to create danger in the game. Ecuador from the back. Now Hincapi is passed to Minda, didn't get to him. Now it's a throw-in in favor of Cote d'Ivoire. Jela Doué. So far, so good. Doué. Have we seen much from him? I think tackling has been decent. Have we seen much from him?
Going forward, no. But I think in defense, he also just made a very useless tackle too. So what's going on with these Ivorians?
And Valencia is making a meal out of this.
I think he got him on the ankle.
No, he caught him, but look.
The starts on the ankle. It's not easy. Yes,
but the ball is going out. You actually stepped on both feet. You stepped on both feet.
That's right.
The ball is going out.
He's so fortunate that the referee has kept his cards in his pocket.
The referee is in a good mood. You should have given him a yellow card.
Yeah, Ivorians seems to be very careful.
He got the yellow card.
Third player to be booked. Two midfielders.
But it looks like this referee.
No, I mean
he came power.
He wants to impose his authority on the game. He's talked to them long enough, and they are still flying the tackles left, right, center.
But see, if they don't take Fofana and then Frankesi, if they don't take one of them out, I'm not sure that.
But they are best guys too.
No, but but see, you risk ending the game with 10 men, because look, the more you see now they are even afraid to go for the 50-50 ball.
Yeah. It's a free kick. Sensing Ener Valencia. He's had a couple of chances, but he's not been able to bury any of them yet. It's been a very unlucky first half for him. Hitting the crossbar and not being able to find the target in the other chances that he's got so far in the game.
So Ivory Coast don't seem to know how to even create their chances, and Ecuador are creating the chances. They are also not, executing them. Someone, I just checked my phone and someone made a comment saying that the game we are watching is just, a repackaged AFCON quarterfinal match. I don't want to believe it so, but I mean, both teams should just try and they have the players.
The two teams are playing like they have some rivalry that we don't know about.
I mean,
the chance for Ecuador. Ener Valencia, midfield, he sends a long one onto Plata on the other side, but wasn't able to get into play. First half heading to its conclusion.
I mean, like
0-0.
The comments about looks like a package.
Yes.
AFCON, and this is what the AFCON offers us, because in AFCON you won't get a chance to do your Ronaldinho stuff, and the players will give it to you. Once you get the ball, they are giving it to you left, right, center. But like you also said, it looks like these people have problems with themselves.
Because
maybe someone has taken.
If you look at the body language of Frankesi against Moise Caicedo, is like
you feel it.
Yeah,
you have to
in the first minutes, the tackles had already started.
The tackles were flying left, right, center.
And if Ecuador decide also to be like that, then it will be really interesting.
Really interesting indeed. For the past almost 15 minutes, it seems Ecuador have been the dominant force in the game. Although Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire have had a couple of chances, Surging forward once again, Cote d'Ivoire. Surging forward, nearly passed to Doué, but the ball was blocked by Mina. Minda blocked the ball. Doué on the ball, sensing the throw-in. He sends it back on the Singo. Singo on the ball, takes it back to Doué. Frankesi gives it to Diomande, but the Ecuadorians have quickly regained possession and now in control of the game.
Lost the ball, just get on with it. Nothing to complain about. Track back, defend, and ensure that you win the ball back.
I'm beginning to have a problem with Nicolas Sophie. For someone who complained about his exclusion in the last tournament, he's not doing much in this game to make a case for himself. I mean, if he finds himself on the bench in the next game, he shouldn't say a word.
And his trajectory has been so high, because for someone that Arsenal spent, a whole Arsenal who were not that much of,
yes,
heavy
they spent
spenders,
72 million.
Yeah, 72 million pounds to get you, and then since then he's been so poor. He couldn't get his mark at Arsenal.
This outside of the world, I don't know what it is with our players.
But he couldn't do it. But I think that at Villarreal, he's been a much better player than he was at Arsenal.
Well, then you should show. You should show. So far, he hasn't.
That's a better touch.
Great control. Oh!
There was
goalkeeper Gallagher saves
communication from him and the striker.
We are really watching an AFCON match.
No, it was
decision making and how to shoot is a problem. When they get the chance, making the right shoot becomes a problem, and even if they're in an advantageous position, the decision making also becomes problematic. It's still Ecuador 0, Cote d'Ivoire 0. 4 minutes of added time. Can any of these sides break the virginity of the game before the conclusion of the first half?
Now that's something. I think that's the most exciting thing we've had. That's the most exciting thing we've had.
Diomande, Joe, the game is too
yes.
Diomande gets a chance, so
Well, I mean, it's true, because they've been doing the romance. Nobody has penetrated so far.
Oh, boy. Two-way with the ball.
The control from Toure was sweet. But then the final delivery, all he needed to do was look at where your men are. It is not always about, whipping it to the near post. Look at where your teammates are.
And so it's a corner in favor of Cote d'Ivoire. And so it's been headed out of the danger zone. It sends in another one. It gets to Nicolas Pepe. He gives it to Doué. Doué sends in across. And can nobody get a head to it? Oh! Singo wanted to try something extraordinary, but unfortunately he misses the target. That was a brilliant one from Singo. For a centre back.
For a centre back, I mean that was Ronaldo-esque kind of
against Real Madrid against Juventus.
Yeah. And he scored 2 goals for the in the Turkish league, so he's brimming with confidence. He can get the goals. He had an assist also, so I think that was why, if you have, as a defender, you have 2 goals to your name, you'd want to try new stuff.
And it's having
the great 10 from Nicolas Pepe.
And the execution is always the problem.
I mean, we should also credit the defenders.
Is that they are in a hurry? Because always when they get to the final third, decision making becomes a problem.
You're given a gift of a ball like this, and you can't make something out of it.
No, but he did. It was his teammate. He did. The ball hit his teammate. And I think that in the second half, Ivory Coast, what they are struggling is a midfielder who will carry the ball and then progress it. So second half, he needs to take a decision to take Frankesi or Fofana out, one of them,
and then introduce Ibrahim Sangare, and then see because he progresses the ball better than the two of them.
And Kese just pushed Caicedo, and so it's a foul, and they've stopped a very good attack out of nothing.
What's this?
It's disciplinary issues.
You are with the ball and then you
level with the ref.
Fire is.
He should talk to
So
he should be arguing
it's
exactly.
understandable. No, it's understandable. He was just running and he crossed his path. So
No,
There was an
what
intentional
are you talking
effort. There was an intentional effort.
jump
He
out
needs
of
to
his
speak
way.
to them at halftime in terms of, controlling their temper. Otherwise, with the yellow cards that they've had, they could be in trouble. And so, referee blows his whistle to bring the first half to an end. It's Cote d'Ivoire 0, Ecuador 0.
All right, so thank you very much. Just like Benjamin Saki said, the virginity of the game is still intact. Yes, the virginity of the game is still intact. So let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we talk about the first half performance between Ivory Coast and then Ecuador.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Top 5 countries, I'll go for Portugal, Argentina, then France, and about Africa, say Senegal, any England. Me team no dey me team but team am me so bet me ya dey pa no na ya 5 teams ya ma bom say we show am players and am performance e wo mo recently friendly sa mo boy ni dey mo na me say me bet me aye at least wonders e wo tournament we
top 5 teams the World Cup. Those who will win the World Cup, you want the top 5 who will win the World Cup. Okay, first I'll tip my own country, Ghana, Brazil, France, Argentina, then Portugal. This is the top 5. I believe in me that they can do well in this World Cup.
Okay, thank you. First of all, top 5 countries, I will choose Spain first. Second by France, England, Portugal, Argentina.
Why?
I want to say recently in Spain, I'm a champions of Europe, and I heard Spain guys now. Obia beje World Cup no. The last time I Spain winning World Cup, it was South Africa no. Now our Barcelona players Mako almost about 9 7 and they started our national team no. Omo nyina so started our Barcelona national team no. It is omo okonya omo sa no national team no obia so bo ma wonim de ode ye dey mamemo another example German. The last time a German winning World Cup na German our Bayern Munich players almost be say 8 or 9 omo nyina started our Bayern Munich and he from our national team omo nyina ko started our national team no ekobasa wa unya players 10 about the same club ya omo ba our national team omo san be started omo nya bo a obi anim de ode ye dey so what must here Spain now recently we just Spain team ne kura wo mo dey bana they have young chaps the likes of Lami Ama, Nico Williams and the rest so and now we 9 players 9 or 8 omo free Barcelona here there but the same thing and omo dey call South Africa it is Spain a favorite England now me choose soon for the third England a media hype I mean, set the example about the likes of Anthony Gordon, Marcus Rashford, and the rest. Media and I'm hype. Anthony Gordon and can reach 70 million euros. A media hype. Maybe a Barcelona fan, but we are all praying. Say, about Famano. To me, that's my opinion. Spain a favorite. Argentina. Argentina. I'm build a national team no Atletico Madrid. Tell me the can't catch it say we club be our better World Cup now. Omo best 7 or 6 players are starting with the same club. Okay, Atletico Madrid. Argentina built the national team with Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid our best 6 players are call them up for Argentina. Yeah, we nyina start with Atletico Madrid team. Omo nyina so ko start with Argentina national team. It is a surprise no my boy home for so many years no so boma omunim de omde ye den yeah.
Now offer your top 5 countries.
Okay, Ghana, Spain, France, Argentina, and Portugal. Oh, like ball more born like a swing, like on bomb home modern. So what I say, like their style of play cry FA. And a bonus omunimbo. Almost answer experience. We in your first time omu perform your World Cup. On my back to back. See, that's what I see from them.
Me to me no me say Argentina sanje. Argentina 1, Spain, Portugal, England. Maybe I'm the Brazil account. Then time Argentina say omo defending champions. On the last yana players na omo the last 4 years no more like Fobinaire abe frame Argentina a favorite so betima asanje.
So what top 5 countries do you think can make it in the World Cup?
Me countries are pesto mo Portugal, France, Argentina, Morocco is a favorite. And Ghana, their team are away there better. JJ Benny.
Because I'm very going to need Ghana. Because I papa ever fear so yeah. And then who see a team yeah, Ghana. Let's choose Ghana first. Now I choose Portugal second. Now I choose Argentina, German. Now if you the last one, I choose England.
Number 1, Argentina, and Portugal, and Brazil, and Argentina. Ghana so count. Yes, me clone Ghana, me country Ghana count.
5. I want South Africa to win. 1 South Africa, 2 South Africa, 3 South Africa, 4 South, and 5 to South Africa. Because I like them, the way they are. I see myself in them, how they do their things, I'm a piano and everything. I just love South Africa, and I want them to win.
The top 5 countries you're expecting to do well in the World Cup?
Oh, for my side, my favorite teams, I have 2 by 5 there, we call my Portugal first one. That's my top ranking. Then I call France. Then I call Croatia. Then last one I'm Ghana.
Okay.
They say me Ghana. They say me I'm choose Ghana shim.
Argentina be qualified for World Cup. Because Argentina for no or more quality players. So what I say, yes, Argentina for team yeah, Spain for no. It's a bit magic. Cap no if you say omuno players. Ewo where no pa. So what I say, you say omuno players no. Omo quality players. Omo the ball. Obi who say yes. Players ni we players ni ball. They say they mean you can but media 2 teams play. Me mount 5 teams country be
All right, so welcome back from the break. You're still watching GhanaWeb TV live commentary. Ivory Coast versus Ecuador after 45 minutes of action plus 4 additional time. Ball possession 45 for Ivory Coast, 55 for Ecuador, 12 total shot 6 for each team. Ivory Coast a shot on target, big chances 1-1, corner kicks 2 for Ivory Coast, none for Ecuador. Passes 83%, accuracy 87 for Ecuador. But then let's talk about Diomande. What a player he has been in the first half, and it has been a long 45 minutes for Henkapi.
I mean, he has done exactly what we all expected of him. I just want to see more of end products, and I must say, Henkapi probably is doing more cardio than he hoped for, because almost every run is dangerous, and like we observed, I think how Henkapi is being deployed in the game is also probably giving him that much of a problem, because he seems to be inverted when Ecuador are attacking, and when there's a turnover of possession, then Diamande is running a team like there's no tomorrow. But a good showing so far. Diamande has been the bright spark in the Ivorian side. I think Enna Valencia has also, been knocking. But it's still a fairly balanced game. Both teams are still playing a little too physical. I'm actually surprised that the Ivorians have 3 yellow cards and Ecuador are walking free. But, I mean, that's the game of football. The second half, probably more of the same. But this time around, at least, they should give us some goals.
All right, Frank, what do you think that MS5 need to do to, shape his team up better, and also considering the fact that, Due, right back, is on a yellow card, his 2 central midfielders, Kessie and then Fofana, are also on, on yellow cards?
In the dressing room, he needs to have a talk with Fofana and then Kessie. Maybe one should stop doing the tackles and then just be trying to break the passes. But he should encourage the whole team to do what they were doing more. They actually had Ecuador in their hands in some, instances, and if they are taking their time to shoot or find very good passes, they could have taken the lead. So they just need to continue what they are doing. But now in the final third, he has to tell them that either you find a player or you find the back of the net. That's what was lacking. The final balls were not very good. They had plenty of opportunities in the box, but the final ball from Pepe wasn't okay. From Diomande, even though he was taking on Henkapi, entering the box on numerous occasions, he couldn't find the target man. That's Wahi. And Wahi too, I think his positioning has been something we need to also have a point on. Although he's the typical number 9 that we want inside, his presence hasn't been felt tonight. He's been way off how he's supposed to play. And these are the things that MS5 needs to talk to his players about. The final ball should be perfect. They need to get the Ecuadorians on the ropes, and hopefully, if they do that, they can get the goal in the next 45 minutes.
All right, so I think that after this game, we'll talk briefly about the joint statement from Cape Verde, Curacao, Uzbekistan, Congo, Haiti, Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, Ghana, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, and then South Africa. Because of the statements made by Alexander Sefrin, I think that we will talk about that. But then, what kind of changes, what kind of players, Frank, would you want to, see in this game in the second half from Ivory Coast?
I would have expected Ahmad to come on, but with the way Nicolas Pepe sparked within the last 10 minutes for getting to the end of the first half, I don't think it's needed at this moment. They should maintain the tempo that they had, and once maybe at 60 minutes, 65 minutes, it's still not coming. That's when you can make the switch and bring on Amad Diallo for. I don't think Pepe should even be out. Wahi should be the one who, and then Amad Diallo, like he's shown at Man United, can also operate in the middle. And once he comes in, he has the legs and he's also very pacey. He can take Nkapi on and allow Diamonde to be a free person, like have the free role and start creating the numerous chances they need to do.
All right, Alfred.
Well, we talked about the two central midfielders being on a yellow card. So I would like to probably see one of them, stepping down for Ibrahim Sangare. I'm hoping he also doesn't come in and then, give us another yellow card tackle. And in terms of their attacking, I think they are creating the chances, but they need some execution in there. So maybe Amad Diallo, Simon Adingra, can just come in and then with a little pace spice things up. But Nicolas Pepe probably will just survive maybe 15 more minutes in the game, and I'm sure he'll be off.
All right. So also for Ecuador, I think that Estupinan, Estupinan will be like a good option, for them if they try to introduce, new legs. And then also Chelsea's young boy Kendry Paes. Yes, Kendry Paes. He is also one player that a lot of Chelsea fans are hoping to see, because they've been watching his highlights and all that. They've not really gotten the opportunity to watch him in real time, and this might be the perfect opportunity for them to also see their future star, and that is that. So a quick chance to Rush Energy Drink, Ulas Enterprise, Bigo Cola, Just Chinese, DSTV, Verna Mineral Water, and then Malcolm, where Ghana shops. Back again to Benjamin. Saki will be back after the next 45 minutes.
The second half is almost underway at the Lincoln Financial Field here in Pennsylvania. This is the 2026 FIFA World Cup involving Ecuador and Cote d'Ivoire. It has been a feisty game so far, but the second half is expected to produce more fireworks to light up the game. It's kickoff, and then Cote d'Ivoire are possessing the game. It's now in the defense. It sends in a long one, but Ecuador heads the ball. So moving it in the center circle. He gets it. Can he go on? He's still holding onto the ball. That's mean that he sends it back to Odones and back to Pacho, William Pacho to Odones. He also thinks Hinkapi. Can he find Menda? He does. And he says a long one, and Vanessa. Can he be a thorn in the flesh of the Ivorians? He started on a very bright note, and then he's also in there. Nice pass. Can Vanessa? That's it. Oh, was that a save? Or side netting?
No, looks like a side net. That's the
and then Valencia.
Backwards. That was a nice 1-2 there. But the final shot, I think the ball was out of play even before he touched it. But that was a nice play from Minda to find Ena Valencia. Unfortunately, the shot was way off target. And before the second half started, I was looking at the stadium. It's fully packed. And I want to know how much the ticket for this game was, because I mean the numbers. You talk about 60,000 plus
69,000, yeah,
capacity,
it's
and
almost
it's filled. Yeah, like that's. I mean, maybe the Ecuadorians they have that cash on them. Maybe
No, so it is not about. So you see, elsewhere people save they can actually for occasions like this.
They don't wait for it.
No. And you see that they will start saving for the next World Cup
right after this one ends.
So it's the reason why these people they get to go on vacation a lot, because if you ask them that at a go they should cough up $20,000 or $10,000 to go on vacation, they won't do it. But every month they put something small. So at the end of the year, they are able to go for their vacation, and then the current number at the stadium is 69,879 people at the stadium.
And I will tell you that it's almost full of Ecuadorian fans who are cheering up but waiting for the first goal. It is a foul on Toure. Toure has started the second half on a very, very bright note. And he had to be fouled, otherwise that would have been a very dangerous attack.
That should also have been a yellow, because once he got past him,
I'm surprised the Ecuadorians
enter, and I don't understand why he wasn't given.
I'm not getting yellow cards, because everybody's just being physical.
Everybody's just being physical. Cote d'Ivoire on the ball, trying to build up from the back once again. The ball gets to Conan. Conan sends in. He wanted to fight Boy, but that was played out. A throw-in favor of Cote d'Ivoire. It sends in, but oh no. Pacho wins the ball brilliantly. Ordonez. He's also had a brilliant partnership with Pacho at the centre-back position so far. In terms of the history of the game, Cote d'Ivoire, the appearances that they've made, they've played an overall matches of 9. They've won 3, drawn 1, and recorded 5 losses so far. That was a dangerous back from goalkeeper Fofana. And then Valencia had a slight touch.
Okay, this should be something. And now they are on the
another attack by the Ivorians. He said it one. Diomande. How? And that glorious opportunity, but the ball flies over the post. Diomande once again. Both sides are creating the chances.
And just like the first half, the execution, the final ball is what's lacking. And like I said, first you just have told them, he just told them to continue doing what they were doing back in the first half, and that's what they are keen on doing. And it's just the final ball. Diomande there should at least have tested the goalkeeper. Since the first half, I don't think we've had a very amazing save since the game started.
No, we've not. But I'm sure we'll see some change, because I think I can see some activity on the Ivorian bench. So we might probably, see some changes coming in, because something has to change.
Something has to change indeed in the game. Ecuador launching the attack, and Minda has been brilliant on the flanks. He's been giving Doué a lot of problems. But this time around, Doué wins the ball. Ivory Coast in possession. They get the ball. Can they get out of the end? Oh, Hincapi gets the ball out of play, and it's a throw-in favor of Cote d'Ivoire.
Nicolas Pepe has actually grown into this game. It started within the last 10 minutes of the game, and since then he's been unstoppable. He's the one created the numerous chances for Ivory Coast so far, and hopefully he can get in the assists or the goals.
He can get in the assists or the goals. Goalkeeper Fofana once again getting the ball out of the area, and Conan, that was brilliant from Conan. Could he lay in the pass or He lost possession there. And it's Ecuador launching the attack this time around. Franco has also been decent in defense and in terms of getting the ball to join the attack. And it's Ivory Coast launching another attack. Diomande, he says another crossbar. The ball hits the post once again.
Oh, they are having a crossbar challenge now.
I think so.
Oh,
that was a nice pass and a
brilliant.
Yes,
brilliant.
Everything was on point. He just needed to just bring it a little bit down. That could have been the opener.
Why he made the right move at the right time, got the right touch, but the final verdict was very unfortunate one. The ball hits the crossbar once again, and it's still barren so far. 52 minutes of play. Cote d'Ivoire 0, Ecuador 0. Goalkeeper Galinder sends in a long one, but Ivory Coast wins possession, attacking Diomande. Why he sends the ball back to they've cleared the ball. Still Cote d'Ivoire in possession. Doué sends the ball to Fofana, shoots.
What was that?
And it's way off target. They should do better, because any goal that comes into this game will be very, very tough to equalize. It seems like a very tight game.
Ecuador are sitting on the ropes now. They are hanging on for their lives. And Ivory Coast also need to take advantage of the numerous chances they are creating, because once Ecuador also gets a stamp on the game, they will find it difficult.
They will find it very difficult. Ecuador in possession of the ball. Now we talk of Cote d'Ivoire having a very poor record at the World Cup. But if you check the statistics and what history tells us, they've also been very, very unlucky when it comes to the group that they are placed in the previous World Cups that they've participated in. Now, in 2006, that was their maiden edition in Germany. They were placed in what was termed as the group of death with Argentina, Netherlands, Serbia, and Montenegro. Just what it takes to survive in such group, and they weren't able to come out of it. In 2010, it was another brutal group featuring Brazil and Portugal. Once again, they missed out on qualification. And in 2014, it was, they had the golden generation by then, that there was a lot of anticipation for them to do something. But once again, they weren't able to get out of the group, even though they beat Japan 2-1. They drew against Greece, and then they narrowly missed out in the qualification for the next stage. And so it also tells that although they haven't had a decent record, they've also not been fortunate when it comes to the groups that they been placed in previous World Cups. But the kind of players that they have is very unfortunate. Ecuador launching the attack. He finds Menda. What can Menda do? He crosses the ball, and no, it's headed out. The ball is headed out of play. And so Ecuador asking the questions. He gets the ball, he shoots. It's the same challenge. Both sides gets the ball in the right positions, but the final delivery.
Both teams are just, copying each other's inabilities. Because how can you just create the chances, move the ball, one pass after another, and then the execution is a problem.
And so there is a substitution ongoing. Angulo is coming on. Number 10, shattered man Angulo is coming on. It's 3 substitutions from 5 on the side of La Côte d'Ivoire. Ahmad, we made mention of him. He's back onto the pitch. And we also have number 9, shattered man, Bonnie. Also, I think Minda had a decent game, but he's been subbed off.
I can't even, understand what's happening. But let's hope you use something.
So on the substitutions is Bonnie.
Diomande, that guy hit the ball. That guy hit the ball. Look, like he's your proper definition of a traditional winger. Like
very direct.
It's the reason why I like Vinicius, Lamine Yamal. You get wingers like what's the
That's a chance. That's a chance. They should
a chance for what can they do? He crossed the ball, but unfortunately it's been cleared out. Brilliant Pacho is mastered the defense, and that was a brilliant header to get the ball out of danger. And it's Cote d'Ivoire asking the questions this time around. Can they find the opener? And so Cote d'Ivoire Doué sent back to Ahmad, and so Medford trying to get the ball and penetrate the defense, but they are struggling. It's a Fofana. He sends back to Diomande. 2 players on Diomande. He's back. He gets out. Diomande. Final delivery. He skies the ball. It's way off target. It's way off target. Diomande.
This is very painful to watch.
That's why he's the Bundesliga's young best player of the season. And once again showing you that why the big boys are after him.
But you see, if you get into these spaces and then you give outputs like this, it puts a big question mark on you. Right now, every scout is sitting at the stadium doing because to find a dribbler is very easy. But to get a dribbler
who finishes,
finish or make something out of it is very important. It is the reason why our own Sulemana is not progressing in his career, because that performance the year Southampton was relegated. Okay,
Diomande once again, but the pass has been cleared out. The pass has been cleared out. Single lays the ball back to goalkeeper Fofana. It's the Ivorians building up from the back. They have the momentum at the moment, and they are trying to make sure that they get the goal to set the tone for the game. It remains to be seen if that happens. Cote d'Ivoire in possession of the ball at the moment. Bonnie has the ball. Can they do something with that? Ahmad trying to create something. Sends a long one to Diomande. Can it 2 players? Diomande. Can you do something, Diomande? So crossing but cleared out.
Look, the performance he has given so far, all he needs is a goal or an assist. And at least try and then find a way for Ivory Coast to win this game. And his name will be all over like the Moroccan boy. He's been super so far in this game.
Fofana, what can he do?
He can hit.
Wow.
Nearly deflect.
That could have gone anywhere.
Very lucky moments for goalkeeper Galindez. Otherwise, it would have been a first goal for Cote d'Ivoire if that ball had deflected and found its way right into the net.
And I don't know what has happened to the Ecuadorians. What they gave in the first half looks like they are no more. The midfield has been lacking, and then they are not creating the chances anymore. They are not getting into the attacking third of the Ivorians, which is strange because they were there during the first half.
And so Ecuador, but this time around it's a throw-in in favor of Cote d'Ivoire. Conan with the ball.
I think Cote d'Ivoire has just upped the tempo. The attacking change they made. I see Ahmad switching the ball to Diomande quite a lot.
Yeah.
But anytime Diomande goes in, he's either leaving a cross behind for someone arriving or to the far right again. So I think they create an overload and then they switch. They create an overload and then they switch. And the Ecuadorians don't seem to have, an antidote for that now. I expect Ecuador to effect a change to, try and have answers to that. If not, it keeps going like this, and definitely, Ivory Coast may get a goal, just as I called it. Ecuador is making a change.
And it's Preciado and Porozo coming on for Ecuador. Preciado and Porozo coming on for Ecuador. Franco has been subbed off. Franco is off in the defense. I mean, they are trying to make sure that every aspect of the game there is a spark in there to keep up with the momentum of the Ivorians. And so Porozo on.
And you remember at the beginning of the game, I talked about the fact that the game is going to be physical, and whoever is able to maintain that level getting to the end of the game is going to have the upper hand. So Ivory Coast threw in a couple of speedy players, switched the tempo up, and Ecuador are answering by doing same to try and match up. So nobody really would end the game with tired legs. You're still going to have one or two people in there with a bit of energy, to burn. And the game just needs a goal. The game just needs a goal, and then everything else will take shape.
Everything else will take shape. So far is the Ecuadorians who are also trying their best to get the opener, just like the Ivorians are also trying their best. We've talked to you about the Côte d'Ivoire's history in the World Cup. When it comes to Ecuador, they've also had, I think, a decent one in terms of experience and which team have gone far in the tournaments. Then Ecuador have slight edge over the Ivorians. In 2006, they qualified to the round of 16, and that is where, their best stage in terms of performance at the World Cup. And then also in terms of overall World Cup records, they've played 30 matches, they've won 5, they've drawn twice, and recorded 6 losses. And so it clearly tells you that they have quite a balanced record when it comes to the World Cup, and they are very experienced as well. Both sides have a mix of experienced players as well as youngsters who are also giving up their best. And so it's Ivory Coast in possession. Ahmad definitely trying to find Diomande. By this time, he goes back to find Single. Also brings the ball back is Diomande, right on the center line. And so trying to build up from the back. Single. When you find him, Ismaga, he finds him. And do what can do always been dispossessed, but still Ivory Coast in possession. William Pacho, the calmness with which he got hold onto the ball, that tells you the sort of experience that he possesses. William Pacho, Champions League winner, back-to-back Champions League winner, very consistent at the PSG backline so far.
Oh, definitely. He's proven to us that whatever we saw at the club side was no fluke, and he's keeping it very steady in the Ecuadorian defense. And I also give plaudits to Single for the Ivorians. He comes in, gets the ball. He comes in, knocks the man, but somehow he's managed to stay off a card, which is quite surprising. But both sides are doing well with their defense. The game in general is just lacking, in the final third. They have players who can be exciting, but they are just not, coming good with their execution. Well, we see. We have, I think, 25 minutes still to go. A lot can still happen.
A lot can still happen. Goalkeeper for Fana. It sent in a long run, but that was a poor kick from him. It's a throw in favor of Ecuador. Moises Caicedo on the ball. He's trying to lay in a true pass. Can he find him? He finds Marca. He sends him across. And it's been cleared out. Single once again. Single doing his work at the back. And it's the Ivorians trying to get a quick counter-attack and then get a transition to see if they can find the opener. And so Nicholas Ebede Due sends it to Ahmad. What can Ahmad do on the wings? Can he produce the Diomande magic on the wings? Can he takes on his mark? Can he cross the ball? He does, but the ball has been cleared out. I think it's a goal kick in favor of Ecuador.
The Ivorians are now doing something positive. They are making use of their wide players, and I think the more they push for. But as much as they are stretching the Ecuadorians, they should be very mindful of the fact that they have the Ecuadorians have players who can also break the lines. So my issue is, once you are going for the kill, make sure you are on target, you are getting the goal, because whatever chance you think you are creating, your opponent is also looking for the opportunity to hurt you.
They are looking for the opportunity to hurt you. And it's Cote d'Ivoire trying their best, and it's Ecuador in the attack. Sensing a long one. Can he do it? Shoots! And what a save! What a save from...
This is the very first time I've seen the
Sonogo, yes.
Wow.
Fofana. What a save, Frank.
That's a very good save, but I think he even almost made a mess out of it. That was really good. That was a really good hit. Also, a really good save.
A really good save. And what a strike from Plata. It was a very good strike, but unfortunately, goalkeeper Fofana saves the ball. And the game remains 0-0. There is another brief hydration break.
And this second half, Ivory Coast have been the top side, but still they are lacking the final thing, which is the goals, getting the ball into the back of the net. They've created their chances, and just like Ecuador also showed, that if they get the Ivorians, they can also hurt them. So it's not been a balanced game, although Ecuador are also trying to penetrate into the attacking third of the Ivorians, but Ivory Coast, they've been everywhere. Ahmad, since coming on, has been excellent. He's been able to get past his marker a couple of times. Diomande, as we all know, he's also done that a couple of times, but the final ball is what's lacking. And MFA should use this, hydration break to get some new tactics into his team, encourage them to up the tempo, and once they do that, they can be able to break the deadlock and get the goal that they want.
Alfred, Ené Valencia hasn't been effective in as much as he was doing the first half. Is it the single effects, or what's with Ené Valencia?
I think the general play of the Ivorians is actually also the reason why we don't see him much. Like I mentioned, the Ivorians now seem to have stretched the game. You understand? Valencia is a center man, direct player. So if much of the football is not moving around where he operates, I mean, he actually now has to even draw back a bit and help, because the Ivorians seem to be getting at them quite a lot. But you can't take your eye off him. So Ivory Coast is just one missed chance away to conceding a counter-attack. Then you'd be wondering, where is Valencia? You would see him with the ball running the other direction. So he's that talisman for Ecuador. You can't count him out. He just needs one moment. But the game has now swung into the hands of the Ivorians, and I really, really, really want to see them making the most of it. It can't be missed chance after missed chance after missed chance. I mean, the young players up front, Ahmad, Diomande, they are pulling their weight. I don't know, but this Ivory Coast team I'm seeing makes me miss the days of Didier Drogba and even a certain Wilfred Bony. You know, that commanding presence to be the focal point of the spear. But I'm looking at them still trying. This game still needs a goal. They can't give us a 0-0 game. I mean, the tournament has been blessed with goals so far, and I mean, they should try and continue the festival for us.
They should try and continue the festival for us. And so the euphoria at the stadium is still very much alive with a lot of Ecuadorians, with the support that they've gained at the stadium. I think even the players might be disappointed if they don't get a win or a decent result out of this. But the Ivorians are giving them a run for their money so far. And so it's been a tussling affair, both sides hustling for the balls and trying their best to get the opener. It is a corner kick in favor of Ecuador, who are trying to get the opener. Plata behind the ball. Plata behind the ball. Plata, goalkeeper for Fana, very much aware. He's sensing a long one, but it's been cleared out. Diomande making a run. Can you do something? Plata chasing and sensing that that is a foul. Referee has booked him for yellow card. He has been booked for the push. And that could have been resulted in a glorious opportunity. Bonnie.
Yeah, that's him taking one for the team, because once Bonnie got past him, they were going to be a 2 against 1. I understand that, because that was a very good chance. But we talk about tactical fouls, and you would expect your midfielders to do this kind of fouls, and it's allowed. I mean, it's allowed, so he shouldn't be livid.
It's allowed by who?
It's allowed in the game that once your marker gets past you and
no foul is allowed. That is why he has been booked.
No, it's allowed to take one. I'm talking about the yellow.
I get you. It's one of those fouls that your coach will actually applaud you.
Yes,
but don't say it is allowed.
You have the luxury to do that.
No,
you have the luxury.
The point is
to take one for the team.
It is not allowed. That is why
not in football terms. No, not in football terms that you can foul an opponent. I mean, it's allowed. Your coach wouldn't, get angry that you took a yellow card and stop an attack.
It's so 0-0 here, 74 minutes of play, and Ivorians are still trying their best to get the opener, but it's been a stalemate so far.
I'm now seeing Frankesi trying to be a conductor, trying to point out who the ball should go to and how the play should move.
That's a
chance back.
What that's a back pass.
What an interception from
that's Pacho there.
Yes. Brilliant.
And they are calling for a back pass, but I don't think that was a slip rather than no, that was a slip. It wasn't intentional. He didn't intend to pass it back to his goalkeeper. And
he intended to do what?
He just slipped. And the ball went to his goalkeeper, caught it with his hands, and they wanted an indirect free kick. But once again, the Ivory Coast, they've tried so hard to beat the press of the Ecuadorians, but once they get into the box, the final ball, once again, they are not able to find the target man who will put the ball into the net, and it's been crosses upon crosses. And we talked about Kesse and then Fofana, who were on yellow cards, that they were going to be limited, but it looks like they've struck that yellow card off it. They've been brilliant since the start of the second half.
They've been brilliant since the start of the second half. Ecuador in possession of the ball. William Pacho, he nearly made the mess of the ball, but there was a goalkeeper, Galindes, who was there to save it. It's a corner kick, a free kick rather, in favor of Ecuador. And Moises Caicedo lays a long one, and it gets to, can Capi do something? He lays on a pass, single in there, and always on point. Absolutely brilliant at the back.
And if this game ends in a 0-0 scoreline, I think it's still one of the best games we've seen so far, even though there's been no goals so far. But it's been all attacking. They defend very well. You can see the attacking play also. So it's been one of the best since the tournament started.
Oh, finally, Fofana is coming off.
But he's been decent. He's been decent since the yellow card, and
I see Ivory Coast, now risking it. They're going to try some high risk moves, so they would rather want one of them safe.
And so 0-0, 76 minutes of play. Both sides have made subs, hoping for a goal. I think both coaches are going all out, trying to get the winner. 77 minutes of play. Fofana effects the goal kick. There's a tussle in the midfield. And who wins is Sangari. He leaves pass on to Bonnie. Oh. Referee says no infringements. And still in possession of the Ivorians. Ahmad, what can he do? He takes on 2-3 players. Brilliant play. He lays onto the pass. You're looking for Diomande. He gets the ball. And also lays the pass. And who is there? Moises Caicedo involved in a tussle. That was sportsmanship. I don't know what the referee's decision would have been.
You small boy that they are coming to fight.
Caicedo just bought himself out of a yellow card.
Yes, yes. Ivory Coast in possession of the ball. Ahmad to Diomande. Always two players marking him, but he always finds a way to get past them. Just that the final delivery has been a problem for them. Diomande, and it's the Ivorians still in possession of the ball. Attention, one.
In the pass.
Let it. Oh,
mad.
The ball is intercepted. Ordonez intercepted brilliantly.
That was too many touches from Ahmad. This was the chance from Plata. Very good strike.
No, but it was a good strike, but then it went straight to the
goalkeeper. It was in the range of the goalkeeper, and you'd expect him to save it, and he did brilliantly by saving it.
79 minutes of play, edging closer to the conclusion of the game. It's still stalemate here at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Ecuador will be the happiest if it ends in a draw, because Ivory Coast will also be kicking themselves that they couldn't get the needed 3 points here. They've been better since the start of the second half, created the chances, but the killer instinct is what's lacking.
The killer instinct is what is lacking, and both sides have been lacking that. William Pachu sends it back to Ordonez, and in fact a long one to Preciado. Preciado hits it. Oh, but that's was fouled by Moises Caicedo. Will he be booked? Will he be booked? Referee seemed not to be too concerned.
No.
That was never
these footballers.
An infringement there. But replay clearly shows otherwise.
I want to ask something. The fans in the stadium, are they watching the very same game we are watching? Because they seem to be
they are just
way more excited than you see, when they check the scoreboard and then they see themselves, they yes.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
and I mean, if we also the prices of these tickets. So once you get yourself into these stadiums, you have to enjoy the moment, whether your team is down or not. Sometimes when the team is down, it will actually affect your mood. But if it's 0-0 like this instant, you should enjoy the money you spent, and they are doing that really well.
They are doing that indeed. Others enjoy meal as well.
VIP treatment.
Very interesting. At the Stadium 2026 FIFA World Cup, and still stalemate here at the Lincoln Financial Field. A cross, but Fofana saves it comfortably. And it's an attack that the Ivorians are launching. Diomande on the wings. Preciado joins in to stop him, but can he take them on? He leaves the pass back onto his teammates, who are gradually trying to build from the back and find their way past the defense. And it's the center circle. The ball coming to the midfield. Sangari on it there. Diomande. What can Diomande do? He finds a way past the defender. Finds a way past the two. What can he do? Oh! Timely intervention.
Says a goal kick.
He's a baller.
Diomande.
He's doing everything right.
He's doing everything right. He's a proper baller.
Ordonez, Preciado,
that was even a problem.
All of them couldn't stop him.
All these guys are there. Chelsea says they want Garnacho.
I think that his price tag to is
and
a
then
bit
who?
huge. That's scary.
And then who? Jimmy Gittes.
Okay.
God damn it.
Look at the reaction of the fans. The Ivorians. The thoughts.
If you are injured, go out and get
go out.
They are
not allowing you to. You stay off for a minute, then you come back.
This has really helped improve the discipline level of the game and ultimately to reduce time wasting during matches.
I'm hoping the Premier League people will see the sense in this.
They will make a mess of it. Don't mind them.
And it's the Ivorians, although very few, but they are cheering the team up very well.
One interesting thing I'm seeing about this World Cup is that the baby girls are really because the baby girls are really in their numbers, and then that's one of the reasons why people pay for the match ticket and all that. After that, you go to the fan parks.
It's when it's a World Cup. When you go to tournaments,
even a tournament, because look, and I'm saying that, look, the Ivorian ladies are them fine. The 2023 AFCON that was played in 2024 December. Oh my goodness! It's the reason why I was very disappointed in Richard Ofori, and up to now I haven't forgiven that.
I think that is why we need to break the virginity of the game. So
yes.
We'll see.
I couldn't break my virginity in Ivory Coast because before the game against Mozambique, I had done 1 and 2B.
85 minutes of play. It's so barren.
Hey, I bet. As for this one, they will not allow.
It's a game that's barren.
No. We will not allow you to use in 2026. We don't use that word again. It's an offensive word to women, please.
Granted. It's still stalemate here. Angulo was fouled, and it's a free kick in favor of Ecuador. He was calling for booking, but I believe he's already been booked.
And I think the referee should have also been a yellow card for.
I think the referee is trying to keep the game balanced. Yellow card. He's trying to keep.
Like, it was an obvious.
No, they are not allowed to signal to the referee.
Yeah, you are not allowed to.
Yeah,
you will get a yellow card for that.
But this also this will be a dangerous one for Ivory Coast to defend. And at this time, if they are to concede, it will be hard for them to
It will be
get
very,
an
very
equalizer.
unfortunate if Ecuador should get a goal.
No, but Moy is not a good set piece taker.
That's Caicedo behind the
Yes.
ball.
Oh.
Let's see what Moises Caicedo can do. Very close to the 18-yard box. It's sensing a long one, and it's over the bar. They are calling for a corner kick. But seems, yes, they get it.
Okay.
They've gotten a corner kick.
It was a good whip on the ball from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Headed it at the back of the player.
Angulo behind the ball. Angulo.
What are they complaining about?
Referee.
I mean, they don't want any gripping and the grabbing stuff.
Arsenal kind of
corner
kicks.
Sometimes
do it. Give me an it's true. Other teams do it. Today I've agreed with you. Yes. I always disagree, but today.
That was I'm an Arsenal fan.
No, sometimes
no.
It's a corner kick. Single blocked it.
That could have also been dangerous.
Preciado
nice one.
Going for the ball, but single. Showing his physicality. He's giving me the Sergio Ramos vibe.
I love single.
The Sergio Ramos vibe in El Clasico moments.
I love
It
single.
gives you that.
They are so disappointed. The Ecuadorians are so disappointed.
Is that they didn't know much about Cote d'Ivoire. They expected them to walk over or what? Because if you are disappointed with this, the team that Cote d'Ivoire have, it shouldn't be disappointment. But considering the fact that most of the fans are, in their numbers at the stadium, that would be a disappointment for some of them.
Due has been subbed off.
Due is off.
And attacker is on. Looks like they are going for it now.
And Kosuno has been introduced. And they are going for all attack. The fans are praying.
The way Ben is, pronouncing the names, I think that he will do South Korea against South Africa.
So barring here,
they are ending the game as they started.
It's been very nice to watch this game, even though it's real of the brutality and the tackles flying here and there. The attacking play has also been there, which we should commend these teams. They've given us everything the World Cup is supposed to give fans, except the goals.
Except the goals. And it's Cote d'Ivoire in possession of the ball. Long one from Fofana to Singo. Wow. Singo surging forward. Wow. Singo surging forward. He gets onto the box. What can he do? He lets the pass. That was the goal. Ahmad gets probably the winning goal for the Ivorians. They've been knocking the door relentlessly. And it finally pays off.
This is all they needed.
Dying embers of the game. Look at the jubilation from the Ivorians.
This didn't need a touch. If he took a touch,
David has indeed defeated Goliath.
This was on his favorite foot.
David has defeated Goliath.
But that was
and with the minimal number of the Ivorian fans, they swallowed them. Look at their faces. It's a tragic moment, sadness drawn on the faces of the Ecuadorian fans.
I give every bit of the go to.
Singo did a brilliant job.
Singo just did everything. And the idea from Ahmad to take the ball at the first opportunity, the inside foot. MS5 is losing it.
Ahmad has justified.
Yeah,
at the beginning, I think we are trying to make a point.
Yes, it's very impressive for Ahmad and then the Ivorians for getting this goal, and I'm very happy for MS5 because in his pre-match conference, he stated emphatically that
there is no point in coming all the way to the US just to be a participant in the World Cup, and they are hoping to qualify out of the group. And if they are able to maintain this lead 7 additional minutes, if they are able to maintain this lead to get the 3 points, of course they will play against Curaçao, and that will mean that their qualification is assured, even though the Curaçao we watched in the first 45 minutes against Germany, they were not bad, but this will be massive for Ivory Coast in their quest to qualify to the second stage for the first time in their World Cup history.
For the first time in their World Cup history, 7 minutes of added time. Most African nations, when it comes to holding on to leads, it becomes a bit of a challenge. Let's see if the Ivorians are resilient enough to hold on to this lead. This will be a monumental win for them, especially considering the fact that they are playing somewhat cheaper opposition in their next game. And expect all the attacks from the Ecuadorians.
But I like what the Ivorians are doing. For a team that has a lead late in the game like this, they probably would have wanted to,
sit back,
slow the game down. But they are still on the front foot, and if they should get a second goal, I mean, it might come down to goal difference.
No, but at this point, they don't need a second goal, and they don't need to sit at the back, because if you sit at the back, you invite the pressure.
Yes.
And the more your opponent, has the ball, the bigger the chance of them getting the equalizer. So I think that
better off with them.
It is better for them to maintain this game plan till maybe the final 2 minutes, and then they will decide to defend.
And they will decide to defend. And it's goalkeeper for Fana who sends in a long one, and they've still opened up, trying to match up with them equally and squarely. And so the Ecuadorians trying to get the equalizer, but the Ivorians are also trying to maintain their momentum. Diomande sends in a decent one, attacking. Can he lay a pass?
Ahmad again.
And this time around, it's straight into the hands of goalkeeper Galindes.
And why wouldn't he go for the shot? He's on fire at the moment, and he just got the goal, so he's full of confidence now. And we talked about they trying to soak the pressure, but people tend to forget that the best way to defend is probably to attack, which they are doing now. And it's about 3 minutes left on the clock. They can seal this out.
They can do it or not. In the next 2 minutes, almost 30 seconds, we will find out. Preciado will whips in across. Can they get it onto it? Oh, single. He always reminds me of Sergio Ramos in this game.
He's had a very, very good game today. And I mean, he tops it off with an assist. Yeah. Fantastic.
Single at the back has been a huge block for the Ecuadorians. It's a corner kick. You can see some puzzling and tussling among the players.
The smile,
as you would say, the Arsenal tactics.
The smiles the Ecuadorian fans had seem to be fizzling out.
Yeah.
Reality has set in. I really hope they don't concede.
No, I want them to win this game.
I really hope Cote
d'Ivoire don't
concede. One will be
somebody went for go. He's saying no.
One will be a fair result.
Investors are worried. But let's see how it pans out. Ahmad, he sends in. He sends a long one. Can he find Diomande? He does, but Preciado is there to do the little work.
Wow.
Oh, Preciado, decent one, but still in the possession of Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, he seems to have relaxed a bit, just because they are in the lead, and they are just few minutes from getting this win. It will set a tone for their tournaments.
Why they taking the ball back? They should keep it in the corner.
Save the energy. Save the energy.
It's so the best way to keep the ball as much as possible. Once they are not pressing you, and try to steal some time away. When this guy said, he said this and one single is there to do the right thing.
I think
no one goes past him.
I think, to be fair, he is my man of the match.
He could win it. He could win it because
he's my man of the match. No, the man of the match will be given to the one who deserves Diomande. He's been the tormentor in team.
I think Ahmad.
Diomande and Ahmad are competitors. But can you do Ahmad once again? He shoots.
Who's that?
Ahmad can have a
and flies it over the post.
But I think that's
time up. 7 minutes up. 90 plus 7. It's Cote d'Ivoire who are seconds away. With the referee blow his whistle. He says play on. 7 minutes 20 seconds. And so the game ongoing. Ecuador trying to launch another attack.
Additional time, so
get the equalizer.
And this probably should be the
and
last
so they're single.
Joe, so you are saying Single doesn't deserve a shout? He's been super.
Single deserves
he's been super. Goalkeeper, concentrate on your post and then.
Single deserves it.
Single has given an assist too.
Single deserves it. Diomande has been doing the job. I think final delivery from assist from him and then what he's done defensively. I think he
Single
very
Single has been good. Run the full length of the pitch. But then Diomande will get the MVP because even as it stands now, Diomande has a rating of 8.2. For Boadidi to get all the hype and Vinicius winning the MVP in the Brazil-Morocco game, I rightly side with you. That could happen. And is it all over? It's all over. The Lincoln Financial Field here in Pennsylvania. They came from Abidjan all the way to Pennsylvania and they've stolen the win against Ecuador, a team that got thousands of fans onto the stadium expecting a win, but it's ended in grief and disappointment. It's a huge one win for Cote d'Ivoire, and going forward, we know that they will be able to secure their place into the round of 16 to break the jinx that has been there since time immemorial. All right, so thank you very much, Benjamin Saki, for that, commentary at the end of 90 minutes plus 7 additional time. Ahmad Diallo got the decisive goal to get Ivory Coast their first victory in the 2026 FIFA World Cup in North America. Don't forget that the Ivorians have never qualified out of the group in their World Cup history. Maybe 2026 might be the year where their former player MS5, who won the AFCON 2 years ago, might be the one who will do the history. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we do the post-match analysis right here on GhanaWeb TV.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola, locate the QR code on the label, scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment. I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Top 5 countries. I'll go for Portugal, Argentina, then France, and about Africa, say Senegal, any England. I mean, I know me team no dear, me team, but team I mean, some better me ya dear pan. No, I have 5 teams. I am a bomb. So I show my players. I know my performance. I was recently friendly. So I'm more boy in there. One I mean, say better me at least wonders. Our tournament.
Top 5 teams. The World Cup. Those who win the World Cup. You want the top 5 who win the World Cup. Okay, first I'll tip my own country, Ghana, Brazil, France, Argentina, then Portugal. This is the top 5. I believe in me that they can do well in this World Cup.
Okay, thank you. First of all, top 5 countries. I will choose Spain first. Second by France, England, Portugal, Argentina.
Why?
I want to say recently in Spain, we are champions of Europe, and I heard Spain guys now. Obia beje World Cup no. The last time I Spain winning World Cup, it was South Africa no. Now Barcelona players, Marco almost about 9. Na 7 and they started our national team. Omunyina also started our Barcelona national team. It is almost national team no. Obia also boma wonim dia ode there. Mamemo another example. German. The last time a German winning World Cup. Na German our Bayern Munich players almost best 8 or 9. Omunyina started our Bayern Munich. And he from our national team. Omunyina ko start our national team no. Ekobasa awunya press 10 about the same club. Ya omo ba our national team omo san be start. Omunya bo a obi anim de ode ye dey. So what am I say? Spain now recently we Spain team ne kura wo mo dey bana. They have young chaps. The likes of Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams and the rest. So and now we 9 players, 9 or 8 are free Barcelona here there. But the same thing, and they call South Africa. It is Spain a favorite. England now me too soon for the 3rd. England a media hype. England media hype. I mean set the example about the likes of Anthony Gordon, Marcus Rashford and the rest. You know, media then are more hype. Come Anthony Gordon and converted 70 million euros. A media hype. Maybe a Barcelona fan, but we are all praying. Say, "Ebe there, ebe famano." To me, no, that's my opinion. Spain a favorite. Argentina, Argentina. Oma build our national team no Atletico Madrid. Tell me the can't catch it. Say, we club be our better World Cup now. Oma best 7 or 6 players are starting with the same club. Here, Atletico Madrid. Argentina built the national team with Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, our best 6 players are equal up for Argentina. Yeah, we started with Atletico Madrid team. omo nyina so ko start wo Argentina national team nim it is as a players no ma bo mo ho for so many years no mo so bo ma omo nim de omo de ye den yeah.
Now offer your top 5 countries.
Okay, Ghana, Spain, France, Argentina, and Portugal. Oh, like ball more born like a swing, like on bomb home modern. So what's I say? Like their style of play cry FA. And a born so munimbo. Almost answer experience. We in your first time omu perform your World Cup. On my back to back. And see, that's what I see from them.
Me to me no me say Argentina sanje. Argentina 1, Spain, Portugal, England. Ebi am the Brazil account. Then time say Argentina agene say omo defending champions. Onom dey last ya na players na omo dey last 4 years no more like phobia dey abe frame. Argentina a favorite so betima asanje.
So what top 5 countries do you think can make it in the World Cup?
Me countries are person mo Portugal, France, Argentina, Morocco is your favorite. And Ghana their team are away there better. JJ Benny.
Because I'm very Ghana there. Because Ghana. Because I papa ever fear so yeah. And then who say kita team yeah, Ghana. No choose Ghana first. Now I choose Portugal second. Now I choose Argentina, German. Now I feel the last one I choose England.
Number 1, Argentina, and Portugal, and Brazil, and Argentina. Ghana so count. Yes, me clone Ghana, me country Ghana count.
5. I want South Africa to win. 1 South Africa, 2 South Africa, 3 South Africa, 4 and 5 to South Africa. Because I like them, the way they are. I see myself in them, how they do their things, I'm a piano and everything. I just love South Africa, and I want them to win.
The top 5 countries you're expecting to do well in the World Cup?
Oh, for my side, my favorite teams, I have 2 by 5 there. I call my Portugal, first one. That's my top ranking. Then I'll call France. Then I'll call Croatia. Then last one I'm Ghana.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment. I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video ad, enter your details, and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code, and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA.
All right, so welcome back from that break. Exciting moment for Ivorians watching us on YouTube, Facebook, X, and then on GhanaWeb.com. After 90 minutes of action, Ivory Coast got the win over Ecuador. Ahmad got the decisive goal, and it was a brilliant run from his defender, and MS5 and his team are on course to secure their first ever qualification out of their group in the history of Ivory Coast's campaign in the FIFA World Cup. Let me start with you, Frank. You predicted that Ivory Coast were going to win this game, and indeed it won.
Well, Ben talked about how they were unfortunate in their last couple of appearances at the World Cup, not being in good groups. And with they having this group, there was no chance for them to drop points against Ecuador, because once they drop the points against Ecuador, the next game is against Germany, and that will be a tough mantle for them. So they needed to do everything right here tonight to win it, and they did it brilliantly well. They didn't start the game very well. Ecuador started with the upper hand, started creating the chances, and Ivory Coast were fortunate to get saved by the bar on two occasions. And right from the onset, they started getting the momentum, building themselves onto the game. And once they got into the game, they totally took control of the proceedings. And right from the onset, they never stopped with the momentum. After the first half ended, they started the second half brilliantly, like how they ended the first half. And although there were some lapses in the final third and everything, they got the winner. And that's the first loss for Ecuador in 22 months. That's over getting to 2 years now. That's their first major loss on the in the games they've played. And kudos to, like I said before the game started, the winner could come from the bench, and we also have Ahmad came off the bench and got the winner. He had chances just like Pepe did, but the Pepe chance we debated about it. He could have had a touch, or he could have gone with his right foot, but because he was a left footer, he decided to have a touch, and that was a brilliant block by the defender. But in all, credit has to go to MS5. We saw how Hugo Bruce gave too much respect to the Mexicans. This is a team. This is a World Cup. This is a tournament. You struggled, and you did all you can to get here. So once you are on the tournament, once you are on the field, you have to show why you are here. You have to show that you meant to be here. You shouldn't be scared of your opponent. They set up in an attacking way. They set up that no matter what, we needed to get away. Even when it was at 85th minute and it was 0-0, he took off, Dewey at right back and brought in an attacker, which meant that they still wanted the 3 points more than just getting a point and sharing the spoils. And that alone should tell you that MS5 means business, because these 3 points almost guarantee them a spot in the round of 32. Because even if they lose against Germany, there is a high potential of them getting either a point or all the 3 points against Curacao, and that ultimately gets them to the round of 32. So today I called for an entertainment game, and they did it. Even though the tackles were flying here and there, it was a bit dirty at some points. They still gave fans something to cheer about, and ultimately the goal also came thanks to a really, really good run from who I think should be the man of the match, Zingo. Took the ball from his own half, and with the way the game was almost done, he could have just gone for a safer pass past one of his midfielders, but he saw the gap there, attacked the gap, and the Ecuadors, they were very slow from blocking the pass, and once Ahmad was alone in the box, an excellent finish to get the job done. Kudos to MS5 and kudos to Ivory Coast for getting the much needed points.
All right, Alfred, Ivory Coast are on course in this game.
Well, yes, they are on course, and they've done what needed to be done. When the game started, both teams were mirroring each other. I mean, throwing in the tackles, missing the chances. The transitions were, a bit lackluster. But in the second half, when the Ivorian coach, Emirates Fire, decided to switch things up, I think that was where they got the advantage. And the Ecuadorians weren't able to recover from how I see it. And like we all called it from the beginning, the game was going to be about who is able to finish it best. And we're looking at the bench of the Ivorians, and the usual suspects came to play. But again, I'll give props to Singo. He did a very good job at in defense, and how he even engineered the goal for how the game was turning out to be. The instinct of a defender would have been to clear the ball from that position when he recovered it, but to have that mind of an attacker to run almost the whole length of the field, to leave that pass on the platter for Ahmad, and then the brilliance of Ahmad Diallo to just tap it without much effort, just inside footer into the bottom left corner. I mean, Ivory Coast have their own destiny in their hands now. When you look at the path they are on, if we are going to even not give them any chance against Germany, which realistically we shouldn't, I think they still have it all to do against Curacao, and that wouldn't be much of a challenge. But then I'm going to still be hopeful and then encourage them to try and nick a point off Germany, and then probably that would also go a long way, because making it out of the group is one, and then the actual path you are making, the actual path you are taking outside the group also determines who you face and where you end up. If you are going to go all the way out into the final. But all in all, not to take anything away from the Ecuadorians themselves, I mean, they've given a good showing, but I think their coach would have a bit to tell the players that they did all they could, but football is about the goals. Halaji Grusa said, "Go in FFA," so if you do all the dirty work, the beautiful football, everything else, and you don't put the ball in the back of the net, I mean, then you've done nothing. And Ecuador has a good chance to actually boost their morale, because they get to play Curacao, and I mean, all their players can actually have it as an actual opener to their tournament, if they would count this loss as something that's done and dusted. So in terms of the two teams that have played, they have it all to do. Their destinies are in their own hands, but I think the Ivorians are the ones better off at this point.
All right, Ben, last bite, and then we get out from here.
Okay, so I think the Ivorians, this win is a massive one for them in terms of their chances of qualification to the next round. I think it's got to a point the second half, the changes effected by both coaches. As we said, the experience on the bench of Ivory Coast, I think, won it for them. Ahmad Sangari, because he came and he was very robust in midfield, and I think that's he overpowered the likes of Caicedo and Co in their midfield, and that's really helped them in getting that goal. During the commentary, I made mention of Singo in the game. Absolutely a brilliant defender, and I think this success hinges on his efforts that he puts in both in defense and then in attack. In fact, leading up to that chance, I didn't expect him to get the ball all the way into the midfield, especially he had a touch on the ball, and it was a long one. We were all fearing that the defender might have gotten contact with it, and he was able to get there in time, make the right pass at the right time, and then Ahmad, the experience that he's garnered, he's played. I mean, Manchester United, some of these finish, he's able to do it, and then the experience came to bear, and he was able to bury the ball into the net, and that has won the game for them. Coach Mrifa, I think he will be, I mean, very, very excited. His game management was brilliant. To have the confidence that Kessie was on yellow, he maintained him in the game for some time. For Fana, it took him some time to take him off. And it also tells you that the experience of Kessie also helped, being on a yellow in such a game of physicality, and he's able to manage his tackles, get the ball try to dictate the pace of the game, it's really helped. So I think the Ivorians have a mix of experience and then the youngsters coming in, and that has really helped them get this win. And obviously, they are on course to qualifying to the next stage.
Obviously, they are on course to qualify to the next stage. That is what Benjamin Saki had to say about this. So, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me today for the live stream of Ivory Coast, the Elephant. And Ivory Coast, they are basically our brothers and sisters as Ghanaians, because, you know, yes, there is a huge Ghanaian community or Akan community in Ivory Coast. And I think that congratulations to the entire team. They deserve, they work hard, you know, they put in the tackles. And at the end of the day, it was Amad Diallo who decided the game in favor of the Elephant. Rush energy drink. Rush energy drink is, you know, telling you that it is very simple. And if you are looking for, you know, a drink to give you energy, you know, to energize your body, to do a lot of things, then it is Rush energy drink. Feel the rush. Yes. Feel the rush. Rush energy drink, you know, yes, be bold. And the brand ambassador, Abdul Fatau Issa Haku. Ulas Enterprise. Well, Ulas Enterprise has a message for you that if you are looking for, you know, drilling machine, compactors, wheelbarrows, there is only one place for you, and that is Ulas Enterprise. So contact them on 020-300-5498, 0248169258. Ulas Enterprise. Contact them. Bigo Cola. Bigo Cola. And as I am recommending this for you, I'm just telling you that wherever you go, Bigo Cola has got you. So do business with Bigo Cola, supermarket, you know, in traffic and all that, you get Bigo Cola. Just Chinese. We have 3 branches in Accra, Airport Residential, East Legon, and then Osu. And I can, you know, confidently talk to you about Just Chinese because all of us on this production, we've enjoyed, you know, the packages, various packages, you know, the noodles, the rice, you know, the samosa, the spring rolls, the pork ribs, and all that. We've enjoyed it, so you can also enjoy it. DSTV, the official broadcaster of the 2026 FIFA World Cup in North America. So DSTV says you can reconnect to watch every World Cup game with just 58 Ghana cedis. Now you, the baby girl, safe, how much do they take give them? 58 Ghana cedis. It shouldn't be, you know, any big amount like that. And you can recharge with *759#. *759#. DSTV has got you covered. Yes. Verna Natural Mineral Water. Yes. Nature's finest. Verna Natural Mineral Water. Nature's finest. You know, Verna has also, you know, gotten you. Just go wherever, you know, they sell water and you get Verna Natural Mineral Water. Malcolm, where Ghana shops. Spend 800 Ghana cedis and more and stand a chance of winning amazing prizes. Yes, amazing prizes. You know, you stand a chance of getting a TV, a car, Samsung phone, and a host of others. Just visit any Malcolm, you know, branch nationwide, and you will take part in this promotion. Thank you to the entire production crew: Tony, Augustine, Kwame, Richard, Francis, Portia, Alex, Alfred, Frank, Benjamin, and to every one of you who watch us. Until we meet again tomorrow, we're bringing you 2 games: Spain and then Egypt. These are the games we'll be bringing you at 4 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. For now, we out.
Approved.
Big Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola, locate the QR code on the label, scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions.